welcome to RPG Reanimators. It's live actual play. So today we're going to be playing more Cthork Borg. Except this time I will be acting as the keeper instead of Nathan. So without further ado, let's get started. So our adventure begins not in Bell City, but in the small city of Unionvale. There's been strange things happening in Unionvale. For example, an outbreak. It almost happened overnight. The Bureau of Investigation or some other government entity, they've popped up overnight and they've basically split the entire town city in half. You are on the side that is safe. And there's a chance meeting with a friend of yours, a mutual friend, Natalia Horn. She's a woman in her, let's say, mid 40s, and she wanted to meet you at Unionvale Square. But before we begin, I'd love to ask everyone what they heard about this plague, this illness. What kind of symptoms are people giving off? Let's start with Jacoby.
Jacoby, based on what he's heard, is that anybody that he knows, because he's actually probably homeless at the moment, he doesn't have a spot, he's between places. He's heard that people that get it on the street disappear shortly after they start exhibiting symptoms.
Mm. Yeah, truly a horrible thing. Uh, and what about you, Annie? What has Annie heard?
She's heard that people get awful boils and it's like all over their face and it's terrible. Not even makeup can cover it up.
Mm. Professor Randall Emerson?
I think Randall heard that it also comes with a lot of itching. If you see someone furiously scratching at themselves, they almost compulsively have the need to relieve the itch.
Uh, Imogen Clement.
Imogen.
Imogen. Great.
I have heard that it all begins with a very like barky cough, just a nasty cough.
And last but not least, Daryl. What have you heard?
Oh, but everyone knows that whenever the boils start weeping this pustulous fluid, that they just open a hole up inside of the person. They open all up like Swiss cheese, and they just get more and more boils, and there's less and less of them. You can stick your fingers right through them if you wanted. I don't, but I thought about it a couple of times.
Truly horrible. And you're all meeting up at the Unionvale Square. So who would arrive first?
Well, I guess that'd be me. I try to
As
be
you
on
stumble
time
your way there.
as I ride my horse named Ford.
Excellent. As you ride your Ford past some of the streets, you can see that there's been like almost these barricades that have been set up almost like Les Mis style. And there's people in these like trench coats and gas masks with rifles standing, trying to keep people away. And you get to the square where you see the Natalia Horn. She gives you a friendly wave.
Howdy do, Miss Ford. You sure did pick a unsanitary place for all of us to meet. Is there a particular reason for this? I feel like I should get one of those plague doctor masks for my horse.
Maybe this is quite urgent, and I need to get people I can trust. Where is everyone else? And she looks around.
Oh, they may have died. It's kind of bad out here, ma'am.
We'll have a bus pull up, and Jacoby hops down with his backpack. Jacoby looks awful. Definitely hasn't showered in a couple days, but he's got scars from the war. Probably like some of the gas attacks and stuff left him looking pretty disreputable.
Wow.
And he'll wave and hustle over
Oh
with a
God, he's infected.
Ah! She gets
No,
out
I'm
her
fine, I'm fine.
handkerchief instinctively and uses it to cover her mouth and
no,
takes a
no,
step
I
away.
just look like this.
Oh,
See, they
I'm
don't
so
they
sorry.
don't pop when I squeeze them. They're just scars.
Well, that sure is an observation. I wish I could say I'm happy for you, but God bless you. I hear they have all the best hospitals in Vale City. Vale City? Where am I? I don't even remember.
Union Vale,
Yeah.
Union Vale.
Union Vale City. They're probably at capacity though, because boy, this is a shit show, ain't it? Hey, who's that?
Hey,
Annie would pull up in her car. She's in the back. Horace is driving the car, and Jasper's in the back with her. And she's bought them gas masks, so they're wearing their gas masks. And she's got like a handkerchief. It's made of lace though. Uh, over her mouth, and she's arriving, and she's got like one of those little hats, and the cut goes all the way
Beautiful.
around. Mm-hmm.
Great to see you, Annie. And it's great that you brought some backup.
Is it? Oh, will we need them? I was
think
gonna make
so.
them wait in the car. If we need them, I can bring them along.
Yeah, they're part of the
Okay.
team too.
All right. And she'll jump out of the car with the help of Jasper, and Horace will come too.
Oh, you've got a horse too?
Oh no, Horace. Horace
Oh, Horace
is his
Race.
name.
charmed, I'm sure.
But speaking perhaps of horses, there is the sound of another neigh as Professor Randall and his mount flip-flop into the town square, and Randall dismounts. He's got saddle on the saddlebags of the horse. There's textbooks sticking out of it. He is a very thin older man. He's carrying a doctor's kit and walking with the aid of a cane. Oh, sorry, I'm late. I had a late class to finish up before I could make it.
That's okay. That's okay. Um, and do you know where Miss Clement is?
I believe I may have.
I think with that, you'll hear a car kind of take a turn really fast and like rush up, and she Imogen steps out, and she has like bouquets of flowers. She's like, sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm late. And she has like a what do you call it? Like
Corsage?
corsage, thank you. A corsage near her face, like because of the smell, and she like hands out flowers. She's like, really, the smell is just awful. It can help the roses that smell strong.
Almost with tears in my eyes. Oh, well, thank you, ma'am. But
Well, well,
Speech.
I'm so glad you're here. I think
Oh, I
the
like that, a
last
flower delivery van. Yeah, we'll say that's what I have.
the last time we all met was when we were in jail after that speakeasy raid.
A
And
detestable affair.
I just gotta say thanks for keeping me on the invite list.
Of course, you've all proven yourselves to be reputable and trustworthy, at least in my heart. So the reason why I've gathered you today is because it's my father, my ailing father, Bobby. He's stuck on the other side, and
That's
he needs his
terrible.
heart medication, which I have right here. And obviously, it's not there.
Ailing,
oh my God, you're right.
is he sick with the plague? That's terrible.
No, this is a pre-existing condition, and I don't know what I'd do if anything happened to my father. I'm willing to pay a good amount, $80 each, and you can have his antique flamethrower.
I couldn't accept any money. No, absolutely. We'll do it because it's the right thing to do.
I'll take hers.
I'll give you half up front, but you need to
you can
get this.
donate it directly to the fundraiser that I'm.
And hers.
So she says, but please, you need to get this medicine to him. I don't know if he has long.
Is it
Yes,
possible,
we'll do it.
perhaps, that before we agree to undertake this, that we could ask a few questions or details of where we might find your father on the other side?
Yes, he's on the top floor of that apartment between Charlestown Street and Essex.
Oh, that very suspicious building looming in the distance? It looks like
Yes.
bats are flying out of it.
And as you see that apartment block on the other side of this quarantine barrier,
Mm-hmm.
you can also see that there's faint traces of smoke from fires. It doesn't look like it's spreading, but the smoke has been steady.
Okay. All right. What do we need to do to prove that we've actually delivered this? I know you trust us, but if I'm honest, Miss Horn, you're not a great judge of character.
Are you sure you want us to just drop this medicine off? We could probably get your old dad out of there.
That would be even better.
He would be much safer on this side. I agree with Daryl.
Yes.
I'm more concerned about how we can get ourselves back to this side afterwards.
Well, we're on a horse, ain't we?
I'm sure you'll
we
find a
are.
way. There's just one complication. He is wheelchair bound.
That's okay. You don't need legs to sit on a horse.
Grip the horse with your thighs.
What?
I,
Such an odd question to ask. Listen, how are we going to get your dad?
But she just pulls out like $400 for half payment.
I don't think your math's
Oh,
quite
actually,
right, but I'm not going to say anything.
then she splits it in half.
Ah, damn.
Shut up, Daryl! I
But
need
like
this.
she shows you she has the money.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that sounds great. But I don't know about how I don't know how we're gonna get a horse or two across a plague. You know they're like shutting down like they're like the buildings. You can't just go a street over. Like you know what barricades are, right?
Yeah, and I know that this horse can jump, but that automobile sure can't. Can we not just jump over a barricade?
Are they allowing anyone through the barricades, like healthcare workers or anything like that?
You haven't noticed anything like that.
Okay.
Tunnels underneath the speakeasy.
Yeah, I'd love for you to roll just a straight up like D20 roll to see which side the speakeasy is on.
Oh, I know those tunnels. They call them sewers.
Yeah, I do like the idea of crawling through a sewer over there.
It was a natural 20.
Oh, all right. So the speakeasy is on this side.
Oh, great. Yeah, I know the bartender over there. I know Bosco. We can go to the Tipsy Turvy if you want, and we can go through the tunnels, and I mean, presumably we can make our way out through those tunnels if we aren't discovered.
Surely cops won't raid the same place twice, will they?
Never happened.
Never happened.
It's like
Lightning never
lightning.
strikes twice.
It's all
Surely
pure
this-
chance.
With everything else going on, surely that's quite low on the
Mhm.
police force's radar these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that
If you're gonna do any
Well-
preparations, now would be the time.
How difficult? So these figures in the trench coats and gas
Mhm.
masks, how unique are those outfits? Like, could we basically get one of those or get a gas mask and paint it, the right color or something?
Yeah, you imagine you would have to probably either get closer, look through a spyglass or interact with these gas mask wearing people in order
Has
to
anyone-
replicate it.
Yeah.
Has anyone heard anything as far as how this disease spreads?
You could ask around.
Oh, let's ask one
Maybe-
of these kind gentlemen with a shotgun menacingly wielding near the barricade. Excuse me, sir, where can I get one of them shiny, fancy masks that'll probably save my life, maybe?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, sir?
I'm Agent John. I'm doing quite well. I'm gonna need you to step back.
Oh, of course, of course. I was just wondering if we could get some of those masks or personal protective equipment or papi.
I'm afraid that's not necessary
Oh, are you
because
going to
travel
keep us
between
safe?
each zone is forbidden. It's for the public safety.
Well, God bless you. So I don't have anything to worry about over here, do I?
That's right. You should be safe,
Do you know
citizen.
if there's a bathroom anywhere around here?
He points at the general store that's on this side.
Is that where all you fellas go to use the can?
Yes,
Well, good to know. Uh, You have a good day now.
you as well.
Listen, I feel like he was smiling weirdly menacingly underneath that mask, but maybe it's just me.
You couldn't
Uh,
see under his mask, but
no, but I could.
you could tell the customer service. Oh,
But his eyes weren't wrinkled at all. It's like he was just smiling with his teeth.
Did you
I don't know.
ask to speak to his manager?
Oh, darn it. I
That's
should have
that
tried
always
that.
gets you higher up the chain. Maybe somebody could override him.
Well, honestly, I was just thinking that we could hang out in the general store there where they go to use the shitter, and I got this here frying pan, and then we could just bonk them and just wait for maybe 4 or 5 of them to come on through. Maybe 6 if we can get an outfit for my horse.
Why do we need to resort to violence when we have a speakeasy with tunnels, apparently?
Oh, I was just gonna prep a disguise for if I needed to make a quick getaway for a moment.
I do increasingly feel as though I could use a drink.
I also don't feel like we're gonna get your horse through the speakeasy there, Daryl. You might want to lodge him up for the day.
you can definitely get replicate a disguise now. Um, I'd love for you to give me a presence roll to gather the right materials with what you have.
Yeah, I can do that. Luckily, I don't have a die on me, so I'm just gonna use an online. A
That's
solid
14.
natural 20.
Oh, okay. So with
Wow.
the nat 20, I'll say you've got enough for 2. And you make 1, Daryl.
Nice.
I rolled an 11 or a modified 11, so I failed. That might be
Yeah,
someone's
you
plus
weren't
one
able
if
to
it-
get the gas mask 'cause it seems like they've all been sold out.
Look, guys, I got 2, and I only need 1.
Oh, do you want to put him on my
No, no,
horse?
I
Yeah,
am
it's
not.
The gas mask for the horse.
I don't want this to sound cruel, so take it how it is, Daryl. I'm not giving a mask to your fucking horse.
See, I know that you said you didn't mean that to sound cruel, but I'm trying real hard not to take it that way.
And he
Annie,
hands it
would
to,
you
to
deign to
Jasper.
get a gas mask for us? How did Horace and Jasper fare, too? Oh, you just
Can't hear you. I think you're on mute.
Oh,
you need to hit the mute
Hello?
button on the
You're
gas
good
mask.
Yeah, we got you now.
There we go.
You
okay.
good?
I was never on mute, but that's fine.
Oh,
I don't know. Anyway, so can I roll for Horace and Jasper as well? I got a 4.
You got a
So,
4? All right.
Yeah. But if
Yikes.
Horace and Jasper can try.
I will say that. Do you normally roll for your henchmen? I believe
They don't have any stats. They only have morale.
Okay, so I think you just roll for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it sorry, is it a flat roll or is it a roll against something?
DC
Presence.
DR 20.
Okay.
Not 20.
DR 20.
DR 12.
Cheers.
Yeah,
My
12
God.
We'll be using
Rolling
those
on
items.
presence, I got a 16. Sorry.
Okay,
Nice.
well then you are able to maybe in the bottom bin there's one last gas mask which Mr. Professor Randall Emerson was not able to find.
Hmm. Well, Professor, you look like a lot older, right? You're like an elderly gentleman.
Yes.
I'm gonna offer it to you. I think you're gonna
Yeah.
need this, Professor. Here.
Young lady, you have more years ahead of you than I
Don't be
insist.
ridiculous. These lungs are healthy. It's fine. Besides, I breathe in pesticides all day. You take it.
It
As you
strengthens your lungs.
That
as you
may give
step out
you
of
a
this general
natural.
store, I would say that uh one of you over here just doom, doom.
Oh, it sounds like their clock tower's out. They're trying to just make the sound of the bells.
The plague is coming. And you can see just like from who's yelling, it looks like to be uh your local homeless person. You know him as Cap, Jacoby.
Is that Cap? Cap, you're a couple weeks late. We already know.
It's I've seen the other side.
Don't go towards the light, Cap. Don't.
What did
Get
you
over
see?
here, Cap. Shut up your caterwaul and get over here.
People are wandering around the streets, plague-ridden, coughing, sneezing.
Gross.
How'd you get back?
I looked from the rooftops.
Oh,
And then how'd you get here?
I climbed down the roof.
Cap, you gotta quit with the drinking, my man.
Doom! Doom!
All right, Cap. All right. Go about your day.
And he eventually shambles off, yelling the
All right. Well, I think once we get to the other side, maybe we hope that these gas masks are intimidating enough to keep people away. Did we get enough for everybody?
No,
no.
I
Yeah.
can't. I have to
We
imagine
found
that.
4?
Yeah, Jacoby, you got 2 of them.
Yeah,
I
I think
got
there's
two.
4. There's 4.
Yeah, we have 4 total.
4 out of 5.
But I just imagine that Horace and Jasper couldn't get suits that fit because Horace is just an orb and Jasper is a stick tall. So
Cannon. I did say that they had gas masks
Yeah,
holding up.
I think they
But-
traditionally
Oh,
just
yeah.
wear them.
Yeah.
I would have protected them.
how professional and
Um,
unmenacing.
Do they talk? He's looking at me. I don't like the way he's looking at me.
They're friendly.
It's rather impressive that he's able to drive wearing that gas mask. It's
They have eye holes. They can see.
reasonable peripheral vision, I assume.
All right, let's go
staff
to the
cleans them.
tipsy-turvy.
All right, so you know that the Tipsy Turvy is maybe a few blocks away, and it's underneath a old not it's underneath a record store.
So I'll approach.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll approach
There's
the door.
a door with one of those like eye slots.
Yeah.
So it's a metal door.
Professor Randall is going off on how vinyl will never be replaced, and it's the ultimate format of.
Absolutely.
While he's
And, you
doing
knock
that,
on the
I'll
door, right?
approach. Yeah, I'll knock
All
on
right,
the door.
The eye slot opens.
Tipsy curvy.
All right. Closes, and then you hear like maybe 5 bolts unlock. They learned their lesson this time. And then the door opens up. You're greeted by Igor, the bodyguard, the bouncer, and he says, "Welcome. Come on down."
Thanks, Igor. We can go. We can go now. They're with me.
Yes, all 7 people.
And Horse?
The horse stays outside.
The horse is not with me.
Yeah.
Well,
I think-
Ford,
I
it's
think I have-
probably for your own good.
Sandy Locks is probably tied up nearby. You can hitch your horse right up to mine there.
Wonderful. So as you all descend into the topsy-turvy, the door slams behind you, locks, re-engage, and you are met by the sound of a gramophone where jazz music's being played. Bosco is at the bar, He's a larger man with suspenders, white shirt. You know the look. The belly's overhanging, and he's mixing drinks. He gives you a wave, Annie.
Good afternoon, Bosco. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing good. Uh, no time like today to drink.
Is it busy in here?
Yeah, it's pretty popular. It's popping. It's like bubble wrap.
I didn't know that been invented yet. Hot dog.
Wonderful. That's great. It's good to keep busy.
No milk
Um,
drinkers here.
no milk drinkers.
What a weirdly specific sign.
Yeah, there's
On that note, I'll order a White Russian.
of course. Oh no, we don't have milk.
Uh,
You know, and Bosco says, you know better than to order that. And he doesn't elaborate.
it's just a joke. It was
That-
just a joke.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, have another one of those, and that might threaten your membership.
It's just an old fashioned for me.
All right, coming right up.
Anybody else want anything?
Good choice. I'll take an old fashioned as well.
Great, and he begins to mix those up with the uh experience of a well, what do you call it? A well practiced bartender.
I'll take a Long Island Shirley Temple, please. It's the best of both worlds, really.
So you want me to mix both of them together?
If that's what you do, sure.
All right, that's what bartenders do.
Whatever's cheapest over here, please.
He well, he gives you a beer.
Hell yeah.
I'll put down some money.
Yeah, you give the appropriate amount, and so what brings you here
Well, we were hoping.
with your posse?
Well, we were hoping. I know last time we didn't quite make it out last time, but you know, because
You
I
can't just hold that over the establishment's head.
it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's our fault. We weren't fast enough. Um, but that's fine. It's not your fault at all. But we were hoping that we were able to use the tunnels. I'm hoping that you have tunnels.
Oh, we learned our lesson from last time.
Hmm.
But
And these tunnels, do they go to the other side?
why that they do, but I don't know if you should be using them. If you haven't heard, there's a plague going on.
We're aware. One of our friends, her poor father is on the other side. He didn't make it over, and we're hoping to either bring him his critical heart medication. He's mortally ill, and we were hoping to save him.
Jumping Jesus. You can give me a presence roll. The DR is reduced because you mentioned you have a good reason.
And does this have to do with etiquette or charm?
Of course.
So it's reduced more.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need an 8,
Oh, okay. I have a 9.
right? So he says, well, I really shouldn't, but
Listen,
that,
for
that
me,
poor man. Yeah. That poor son of a bitch.
I'll put down some more cash.
Oh. Well, I guess that certainly helps. But sure. I'll let you use the tunnels.
Great.
It goes up to an old scrapyard.
Okay. Do you know how close to the apartment buildings that is?
A few blocks.
Okay. I'll appreciate that very much. I'm going to finish my drink, and I guess we'll try and be subtle.
Does she
Right.
narrate everything she does?
I'm letting him know that we're finishing our drinks.
No, I'm
before we
here. I'm
go.
watching it. It's sorry.
Daryl, she's rich. She can do that kind of shit.
All right, just when
All
you
right,
get
all right.
back, make sure you're not sick or anything, all right? One of you is the doctor, right?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so you would know when someone's sick or not.
I believe I'd have some general idea from what I've heard, yes.
Yeah,
Is he
I
with
heard
the
that,
cat guy?
this whatever this illness it all begins with like a sneeze and like you go numb. You don't feel a thing.
Numb, you say. Interesting.
The
So
temptation
it's
to do
quite
the
strange
airplane gag.
that so little of it is known to this point.
Yeah. And like I've also heard that like people are wrong about the boils. People get dimples.
My
My
God.
God.
It's pretty much the opposite. Have they found anything that you've heard that, protects against it other than good liquor?
Well, I heard good liquor is all you need, and maybe some cigarettes.
Ooh, a cigarette butt,
There
please.
Those things keep you healthy.
there must be some cases though of people coming out on the other side of it okay once it's left their
I haven't
system.
heard of any. That's for sure.
Everyone knows you can't sneeze when you smoke, so yeah, that we should put a cigarette port in this gas mask just to be sure we can be safe.
You can bore a hole in your gas mask if you like.
I am gonna not.
All right. Well, would anyone like to do anything else before they go into the quarantine zone?
Get in those tunnels. Are are these tunnels the kind that look like we'll be able to get a wheelchair through them, or is
Oh
that
yeah,
okay? Okay.
yeah, for sure. Um,
Can could I bother you? Perhaps maybe I'll buy the rest of that bottle of bourbon from you for the old fashions.
all right. That'll be what, $2?
Eh, Here you go. Thank you. It may be
Quite welcome.
possible that we could trade it or use it in some fashion on the other side.
Well, best of luck out there. Don't get sick.
We'll do our best.
All right. So, the hatch to the other side is actually behind the bar. And as you as you make your way around, as he opens this little fence, you can see that he's got a double barrel and a spike bat underneath the bar. But
My
he says
man.
hatch is right there.
Are you expecting trouble at some point? Do you think that it's possible the plague could spread to this side of town?
Well, it seems like those people who set up those barricades, they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Ah,
they seemed awful smiley in the good and bad senses of the word.
Hmm. When
trust
when you
in the
come back up, make
authorities.
sure to knock on the hatch 3 times so I don't brain you. I'm serious.
You haven't had any others trying to
Times.
get up from the hatch, have you?
No, but just in case.
Very well.
That's
No,
typical
brain anyone
trench
who.
warfare. You got to do that. You got to do that. Saw that in the Great War. Many a soldier got just knocked on the head because they didn't do the 3 knocks.
Of course.
I
They
thought you
had it
were in the
coming.
Spanish-American War.
Nope. Nope.
Hmm.
Great War for me. And everybody knew the Germans only did 2 knocks, not 3.
That's right. I remember it like yesterday. And you see him stare off into the distance.
We both just stare off at each other. Go up next to him, so we're both staring in the
Like-
same direction. Yeah. I've seen shit, man. Wouldn't recommend it. All right, let's get in these tunnels.
All right. So you open up the hatch and you each clamber down the thin ladder that leads. Oh wait. I guess it's not a ladder. It is it's a slope. It's wheelchair accessible.
It's ADA accessible.
Of course.
That's wonderful.
There is a ladder going down the slope, just in case you really want to lean into the image. But
Yeah, for sure. Um, so you go down into these tunnels. They're unlit. There's no lights. However, I would say that there is a lamp at the base of the hatch. A singular lamp.
I got Matt. Oh, actually, I even have a flashlight.
I got
So,
a flashlight.
yeah.
Look at you, prepared investigators. And
That
you
the
walk
lamp.
a long way.
I'm
I
gonna
would
get
like
my
everyone.
shotgun out while we're going,
You
but
got that shotgun out? Fuck yeah.
yup.
You got
He
it like
pulls this ratty looking sawed-off shotgun out of his backpack.
yeah. Um as you make your way through this tunnel, there's bits of earth that fall from the ceiling. Rocks, dust. And that's when you hear maybe some like faint scratching behind the walls.
We put our ear to the wall.
Just keep moving, Jacoby. It's probably rats.
Could be the Germans.
Certainly unnerving, but nothing to worry about.
These look recently dug tunnels.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
And you're putting your ears to the wall?
Yeah, he's gonna put his hand, you know. He's done this before.
And you hear a hello? Is anyone there?
Oh fuck. Yeah,
I hear you on the other side.
guys, there's somebody behind here.
Then it's
Uh,
probably whoever neighbors this bar in their
But
basement.
We've been
Yeah,
walking
you've
for
walked
a
about
minute,
maybe like
right?
5-10 minutes. So
Yeah, but you're right. It's probably someone in the tunnel. Are you sick? Are you safe?
sick? Oh. Nah, our kind don't get sick.
What could you possibly mean by that?
You don't get an answer.
I don't think he means Irish people or something. Well, it's good meeting you.
All right, well, you take care.
Imogen, you were right. I shouldn't have asked. There's something weird going on here.
Let's just keep moving.
All right. So you're going to go down the length of the tunnel. It takes another 10 minutes, so it's like a 20-minute trip just walking. And you heard that voice around the halfway point.
By that
Hmm.
point, is it likely that we'd be crossing under where we know the barricade is to the
Oh yeah, for
infected
sure.
zone? Yeah. So we're
Yeah.
definitely underneath.
And there is another, it's like a small door. It's like a wooden door at the end of this long tunnel.
So this one we knocked 3 times, right?
I don't think so. I think it'd be preferable to maintain as much secrecy as possible, Daryl.
Right.
I think Jacoby's gonna put on his gas mask. Right behind Daryl.
Okay. So you get to the end and you open the door, and it seems like you're emerging out of like a scrap heap. And ahead of you, you see broken down cars, stripped of their parts. Not a soul in sight. It is dusk as the sun
Breathe
starts
in
to
that
set.
fresh smog.
Mm-mm.
Who has their gas masks on?
Oh, right. I should probably do that.
Oh, jeez. I think before going out, I think the professor feels guilty enough to offer Imogen another opportunity to no. Okay.
Just I'll be okay.
I
Yeah.
certainly hope so. And yeah, he'll have his.
All right, wonderful. So
And I
as
think we
you
have an extra one for Annie too, right?
Yeah.
Jacoby picked up 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody can
Oh.
have the other one. Like, I'm not precious with it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, Annie will put it on.
Not actually on the horse back outside the bar. Out at the back of the speakeasy.
wonderful. So
She puts her lace handkerchief over top of the gas mask.
Imagine you just like casually hand him $100 and oh yeah.
oh my God.
You hear
No,
crying
like
from
50.
underneath.
50.
Oh, just 50.
Yeah.
just
you hear
half someone's salary.
still as much crying underneath the gas fans.
So you're in an empty scrapyard. I guess the only signs of life you see within the confines of this yard is a light on in the what appears to be like an auto body shop.
Well,
You
what
can
do
see
you
a
we
guys
light
see-
through a boarded up window.
Mm.
Can we see
Probably
which
best-
direction the apartment is in from
Yeah,
here?
yeah. So you're on the you're on the west side of town. That apartment building's towards the east.
Well, Bosco said it was just a couple of blocks. Anybody doesn't have a compass on them, do we? This feels more westerly, but I never really could tell how to make directions.
Yeah, you can see the sun setting to the west.
Yeah.
A tumbleweed made of litter blows past. and
Tumbleweed made of scrap metal
Yeah,
blows past.
Look out!
blows past in the scrapyard.
It's worse than I thought over here. But I don't see anybody. We should be like, this is still part of the fail. Like, we should be seeing somebody.
Should we go up to the auto body shop, ask for directions?
I suggest we slip past it and try to avoid contact with anyone on this side. But if you think
Okay.
best to ask directions, we could try.
That's probably smart. I just like talking to people.
Right. So you're in the middle of this scrapyard. I would say that is there something to see?
Your skills have certainly gotten us this far, Annie.
I'm
I
so
would
sorry. I
follow
have
your
to
lead.
step away for just a second.
Yeah.
I'm
All
so
good.
sorry.
Everyone can give me a presence roll.
Okay. There we go. 15.
No.
All right, that's all.
That's a 6.
I just needed one person to succeed, and there's a no trespassing sign on the outside of the scrapyard that you see
Okay.
that you're in.
So we should probably avoid
That
talking to
that
people.
may preclude the possibility of finding a friendly face behind that boarded up window.
You see it? You see a dog house for a junkyard dog?
No.
Horse loves dogs. I hope so.
Yeah, so there's no
Yes.
doghouse, no spike.
Sorry, Horace.
Horse goes.
Problem.
We can find another dog for you to pet. Don't worry. We'll get you one when we get home.
Sure, boss, that they're not sick.
Well, when we get home, we'll get one on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A nice puppy.
All right. So if you'd like to sneak past this building, you're welcome to do so. With let's go. What? It's agility, right?
Okie
That'll
dokie.
work.
And I'm looking for 3 successes out of 5.
Out of 5. Okay.
One.
20, not 20.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll count that as 2 successes.
15 on the dot.
Oh,
15 on the dot. Okay.
One moment.
So that's 3 successes. So you managed to lead your friends past this scrapyard, going from car to car. At some point, you do see a silhouette from within that building through the boarded up windows. You also hear coughing on the other side of like the fence, and like low moans of pain, like someone has IBS and they do not have Pepto-Bismol.
mighty glad for this gas mask at the moment. Are you sure? Imogen?
Sounds like they just had my Uncle Ben's chili. Let's go ahead and give him some peace.
Should have.
Yeah, I would say rack the shotgun.
Oh, that wasn't what I meant, but
Oh,
okay.
You gotta
All
be
right.
clear. I'm just saying, Daryl.
But you make it to the streets, and there's a few figures off in the distance, like maybe swaying around. clutching their stomachs. A lot of these buildings, they've been boarded up.
Well,
These
best we
figures,
keep a
they're coughing and sneezing.
let's keep a low profile and
Look, if they look at you, look scary behind your gas mask. Maybe they
Yeah.
have those folks over
How are
here.
you going to go about this? Are you going to just like cut through alleyways and buildings, or are you going to be walking the streets?
I want to avoid being seen.
we
We don't want to be
could.
approached by anyone.
There's always the chance of running into some ne'er-do-wells in any alleys, but I do think stealth is a better option. On the street alone, the fact that we're bothering to wear these masks might draw attention to us.
I'm just more of a follower, to be completely honest. I just don't want to split up the group or anything.
You can split up. That'd be fun.
No, I think we should stay together.
Okay.
We split half the medication to each group.
I was going to say, who has the medication?
I don't know who has the medication.
Oh,
I'll take it.
No, you shouldn't
I
take
won't
it.
take the medication, but I'll hold it.
we just look down at your character's class and go,
Probably not.
yeah.
I can take it.
Yeah, I do like your idea of let's stay unseen. If people do see us, maybe they'll be scared off, but the less we
Yeah.
get noticed, the better. And like Jacoby's not hiding his shotgun at this point. It is
Yeah,
firmly out. So
Yeah,
maybe that'll
think-
help too.
Horace is holding the elephant gun, and Annie has a shotgun, and Jasper has the other shotgun.
Wow.
Annie's got a gun.
All right, so you're gonna avoid people in general if you can, and on top of that, you're going to go through alleyways instead of streets. All right, all right. Yeah, sounds good. Let's roll for random events.
Yeah.
If we could go on rooftops, that's my preference. But
Ooh, that's
This
a great
isn't,
idea. Yeah, maybe we can find a fire escape.
this isn't Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
hear we
You-
could get back
Honey.
across from the rooftops somehow.
I'm,
Don't know.
I'm not sure I can jump.
Should have brought your horse.
That's what I'm saying.
Getting the horse on top of the roof in the first place is a fairly tricky endeavor.
I mean,
Okay.
if you pay an
My friend
airplane,
Geralt's
they could.
very good at it.
I would say as the sun starts to set and you start to make your way through alleyways, all of you see this, and it's this red light. It's almost like a cloud that begins to move its way down the street that's parallel to you.
Someone's backing up down the road. We should probably stick to the alleyways so they don't run into us.
It's just a cloud. It's just
Yeah.
like this.
Right,
But
Some
you could
smog
get
flowing.
closer to see what it is.
A globe cloud, you might say.
All hail the blue.
Can we, if we can see it from where our current vantage point, can we see any reaction to other people in the street that it's passing? Is it like going over them and scanning them or something like that, or is there any
Scanning them. No, no.
or type of reaction or interaction with things on the street?
Yeah, it looks like the figures off in the distance that are getting close to the crowd, they try to run.
Oh, okay.
Should we go say hi?
Not sure it's safe. I tend to trust the locals in this circumstance.
And I did roll high, so you do find an alleyway with a fire escape.
That might be a good way to get away from this cloud if we're
It's true.
worried about
If
it.
if nothing else, a higher vantage point might show us possible future obstacles in our path.
Sure.
Like that.
Everybody else, you go first. Randall, I'll catch you if you fall.
You're a fine young man, Daryl. Thank you.
All right, I would say the ladder, the metal ladder, isn't deployed on this fire escape. This building has a few lights on inside, just smattered. So how are you going to reach the ladder? I would say that in the alleyway, there's a lot of there's some trash. There's those trash cans. Oh, um, maybe a few cardboard boxes, stuff like that.
Can Horace and Jasper lift me up cheerleader style?
Absolutely. I will give you an agility roll with a less DR. But
Okay.
if you fail, you're gonna fall.
Good thing I have omens. I'm going to use omen.
Good thing I have
Speaking of
omens.
Alrighty.
Okay, that's 13.
Okay. 13. With a 13, Horace and Jasper, they push you up and you rip onto that cold metal ladder. And the lock is engaged on it, so you can climb up and get over and disengage the lock. Meanwhile, this red light, it's getting closer. Who's going
I'll
up
push
first?
the
Who's
ladder
going up
down.
last? There's like 6 of you who aren't up here.
I'll go. I'm kind of moving quickly since I don't have a mask. So
Okay.
Annie, you say there's a lock up there?
I unlocked it. I put the ladder down.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like disengaging a lock.
Yeah.
on a ladder.
Oh, I thought that the ladder wasn't
Activate.
going
Okay.
down because of
Oh,
the lock,
gotcha.
and I was going to shoot it while she was up there.
Oh my god.
Jacoby will go last. You guys go
Okay.
ahead. Yeah.
Okay, the last 3 should give me an agility test.
Okay.
We'll send
Okay.
the
Can we say Horace and Jasper went up with me so that
Okay.
because they don't have agility?
Yeah. Well, I have them roll at +0.
What's
Okay.
the DR?
12.
Still 12? 12 on the dot.
Wow.
Okay.
nice.
So
I'm spending an open.
okay.
Uh-oh. Professor.
I'm spending another omen. Can you spend more than one?
Sure. Go for it.
I'm switching the dice.
no.
3 rolls in now. Okay, roll.
Oh, Professor,
Yes.
I'm sorry
Straight
I
up
spilled tomato
12.
soup on the ladder.
Every
All
time
right,
I
so
say
as this light appears and it's like encroaching this area, you scamper up the ladder. You slip maybe like 2 times in your old age, but you manage to pull yourself up. The fire escape, it kind of shudders with the weight of 7 people. So I will say, and then this light washes over the alleyway, and then it dissipates.
And looking at it as it goes through, like we don't see anything in it, right? It's just this light
Yeah.
in the cloud. Oh.
But you do see a face looking at you from a window. The face of a young child, a boy. He's got a newspaper cap on.
The finger goes up to the gas mask.
The boy with eyes wide open, he looks scared. So you can give me a presence roll.
Can I wave from behind him with a gun in my hand?
Because you have a gun, I would say that increases the DR to 14.
Yeah, I wasn't making it anyways at an 11.
Oh no.
I would say the kid jumps back. He lands on his ass and scampers back, and he goes, "Ah!" More lights begin to turn on.
What the hell?
What are you
Let's
all
keep
doing?
it moving. Let's keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, it's a real art to charm people. It's hard to do when you're holding a shotgun, though.
I thought it'd scare him. I'm sorry.
Don't wave with your
Oh, it
gun
did.
hand.
Congratulations. That was very smart of you if you were trying to scare the kid shitless.
Yeah.
Thanks. Charmed.
Some more information you can get. The kid doesn't look sick,
Mm.
and you're welcome to go up to the roof if you'd like.
Climb up to the roof.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
From up here, can any of you see that red blinking thing anymore?
No. You look around, but you do see a fire burning
Hmm.
in the public park. Looks like a good size like bonfire that's been burning.
And can we see the destination from here?
Yeah, you can. Lights are on in that apartment building.
Okay.
You can see from here that yeah, there's people just in the streets. Just like shambling, almost like zombies, but we know Nathan hates zombies, so
They better be plague ridden.
and you do see some patrols of these gas mask wearing people.
Hmm.
Interesting. Do they look like they're similar to the ones holding the barricade on the other side? Or are they kind of just a private militia on this side that's
They look similar. Yeah, they look
yeah, say
similar.
kind of like similar governmental.
Are there connecting rooftops?
Um, yeah, I would say there is. I'll have you roll a d20.
Okay. 14.
Okay. I would say that, yeah, in addition to having connecting rooftops, there's a portion where there's like an arch that goes over a street that you can use to get to the other block.
Like a catwalk, kind of.
Not even a catwalk. It's a decorative
Oh.
arch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you want to get on that, you certainly can.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Because we're trying to get to that other building. I mean, the less we stay on the streets, the safer we'll be.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you'd like to move yourself building to building, doing a little parkour, you definitely can. I would just say that's an agility check
Nice.
Okay.
as you jump from building to building.
I trained for the circus in my youth, you know. It's good.
It does cross my mind that this path, if we do plan to bring her father back across with us, this current path may not serve us again. Will likely, if he is wheelchair bound, will be forced to travel on ground.
Well, you know, a thought occurred to me that if it looks like those gas mask fellas are, I don't mean to just assume fellas, the gas mask people are all menacingly wandering the streets and shooting innocent civilians, that maybe we can just
Keep your
line up
gunfire.
like them. And, well, see, case in point. And that we can line up like them, maybe shoot some folks, and make our way over to the barricade too. People won't know the difference.
Okay, yeah, you can
Or we can
definitely do
jump
that.
over buildings. I mean, this one's a lot more fun, I'll be honest.
If you're jumping over buildings, that's an agility. Who here failed?
Nat 20, baby.
Oh, that 20 easy. You make it look
19.
cool.
19.
19?
Well,
18.
20 total.
The circus
Pass.
regrets letting you go.
Pass with an omen.
Pass with
15.
no one? All right. Oh,
Down
that's
to
been
one.
brutal. All right, so you jump from building to building on this block, and then you get to the archway. The tiles, it's like sloped on either side, and it passes the main street. It goes over the main street. It looks like there's some people patrolling underneath you.
Do we want to just like crawl over this arch? Because like how far like we get onto the across the arch is that other building right there? Do we still have like
Yeah,
are we gonna
I
have
would
to
say
hit
if
the
you cross
street?
the arch, you definitely get there. You get to a set of
Okay.
buildings that you can run over the rooftops, and then there's the apartment complex
Okay.
or building.
Maybe we just get real low, shimmy across.
Shimmy across.
Yeah, army crawl. It's gonna take a while with 7 people, but I mean, I'm worried that they're gonna look up and be like, "What the hell are those guys doing? I didn't send any of our brethren up to the rooftops."
What if we
Never
created
look up.
some type of distraction, like threw something in that direction?
Hmm.
Maybe they'd go toward it.
Like
I
that.
mean, that
What
See
sounds
that
like a
liquor
good
bottle?
idea. I've got a cup. I was saving these saline tablets, but I don't know if I'm gonna need them.
Daryl,
Maybe.
Daryl, that's the medicine. Daryl, Daryl.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I mean, Professor Emerson, you do have that bottle of liquor,
Indeed.
and
Well, that may be more
is it-
useful as an accelerant, I think.
It's true.
Is there any loose rubble up here?
Of
Broken
course.
glass? Anything?
Yeah. You can see that there's some broken glass that is around here on the rooftop, and there's also a door down to the building.
Nice.
Also there's a potted plant.
Oh. What kind of plant is it?
It's a monstera. Yeah,
Okay.
big ass plant.
Yeah. Surprisingly, looking very healthy right now. Good for them.
If you want to kill this innocent plant.
No!
No, not the forest.
Yeah, I like that idea. Who's gonna throw the rubble though? Who's got the oomph?
Yeah, I would say it's a presence for
Mm.
the deception and a range throw.
I can do it.
Oh.
I'll let you choose presence or strength.
Okay. Well, if
If
it's
you're
presence,
gonna-
I can do it.
All right. I just need someone to succeed. I'm rooting for you all.
Oh boy. These dice. Okay. That is a 21.
Oh my god. All right. So you what are you throwing?
A brick.
Okay. So you take the brick, you lob it off the building. Anywhere in particular?
The I guess just down the street because we're going over the street. So basically the other direction, so they'll potentially look away.
Okay.
That's the goal, right? I'm trying to distract them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If there's like something I can throw it at that will make noise, or like a garbage can or something, or like somebody's car, sure.
You're gonna throw it at someone's car. All right.
Sure.
So the brick lands, just basically smashes the window.
Does the car cost $10?
And
Hey,
you
that's-
hear from
That's my
below.
car.
You hear from below. Agent John, I heard something. Why don't you go check that thing out? Sure, will do. It responds, and the person raises his rifle and begins to walk towards the sound.
Awfully chipper.
So you can hear the smile, can't you?
Yeah.
What'd you say that?
But it
other
seems
guy's
like
name
they've
was?
cleared out.
Okay.
At least over the archway.
Go, go, go.
Kind of like a lobotomy smile. That doesn't seem like a natural smile.
Who's going across the archway while we
Yeah.
start debating
Jacoby's
types of
Jacoby's
smile?
already over there, like moving. Then he just looks back.
Does a lobotomy smile imply like an innocence to it and maybe an absence
Yeah.
of sinister intentions? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can
So
see that.
when you attempt to go across Jacoby, one of the tiles like falls.
Oh,
and-
jeez.
yeah, it's pretty unstable.
Perilous, yeah.
Yeah, so you're definitely gonna have to roll an agility.
Yeah,
Just
that,
one last one.
that checks out.
What could go wrong?
I will omen that one for reasons.
Okay.
Okay, now we're cooking. From a 1 to an 18. So
Nice.
there we
There
go.
you go.
All right, so you shimmer your way across. Some of these tiles are loose. And when you look down, you're getting that sense of vertigo.
Yeah, he prefers the trenches, but yeah, he'll kind of hit the other side and just like when you've done that, just hit your knees for a second and just be like solid ground again. And he'll turn back. It moves
What?
the tile.
What?
Oh no.
All right, so you are across. Who's next?
I guess I'll go.
You got this, boss.
Thanks, Horace. We'll see you on the other side. I'm going to omen that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, spend those omens. But before
Okay.
you do, I will say failing
Hmm?
this won't make you fall. It'll put you in a state where you're probably hanging off.
12 exactly.
12 exactly? All right, forget about it. You make it across.
I think the professor better try while he still has the courage to.
You
Otherwise, he
take a
could end
sip
up.
of the
Yeah, of the bourbon. All right. Last omen spent. I think that's it for me. Yeah. Rolled a 10.
Oh,
No, let's not spend an omen. You know what? No. Let's not spend the omen. I'll fail it.
All right,
Oh.
you'll fail it.
Yeah, I'll
So
fail it.
as you make it halfway across, a tile slips, and you begin to your center of mass begins to totter, and you fall. And then you grip on to the edge. You're white knuckling the edge. You don't know how long you can hold on for, but you know it's a long way down. It's gonna hurt.
Oh, Professor!
Yes, Daryl.
So as I am going to rush out to barrel across to help the professor, I would like you to roll to see if you're going to hang on, because if you don't, I am also going to go down with you. I have a plan.
Oh no.
All right, let's see it.
Seeing Daryl coming to help him, for the professor thinks for a second if maybe he should just let go.
It might be safer. All right, so who's helping Professor Randall?
It sounds like Daryl is.
All right, I want you to roll strength to hold on, Randall, and I want you to roll agility, Daryl, to get across and help him.
Okay.
If either of you fail,
You 20, not 20.
I rolled a 3.
so I'm guessing you're full sprinting across this, aren't you?
Professor going across this, and of course,
Ooh,
not
okay.
slowing down. I want to lunge and just teeter off the edge, and I will spend an omen to land in a pile of trash and negate all damage.
You're not going to take damage. And keep your omen. You're going to need it. But I will say that as you lunge over, you're not going to fall, right? Because you trip, and now you are holding on to Professor Randall's boot. So, yeah.
I got you, Professor.
Professor, you rolled that 20, so you're staying on.
Make it on.
You're also holding Daryl's weight.
I
Okay.
thought you were coming to help me, Daryl.
From
Yeah, I
across,
gotcha.
Horace says, "What do we do, boss?"
I guess we have to help them.
We have to.
We have
I'll
to.
run. I'll run to. I'm still on the other side of the arch anyway, so I'll. I think instinctually, I'm probably running across to try to help them too.
All right, give me an agility.
Imogen, if you grab my legs, we can make a ladder down to the ground.
Omen. We're gonna omen. All right. Is it just a DR12?
Yeah, it's a
13.
DR12.
Okay.
All right. So you run across.
Oh my god.
So you're coming from the side that hasn't made it across.
Yes, correct.
So you jump over. You avoid the let's say the bird shit that Daryl slipped on, and you reach Randall, and you're pulling him up. So I would say, yeah, that's a strength.
Sure. Yeah, that makes
You managed
sense.
to steady yourself, and now you're in the process of pulling Randall and Daryl up.
Imogen,
All right.
he's killing
2
me.
omens later for a 17.
All right. I'll give you it. All right. So you get Randall up. Daryl, you get Daryl up, and you're all three of you are on this archway in the middle of it.
Limping across.
Oh,
This
Imogen,
way,
I
keep
didn't know
moving.
florists had
Just
such
keep
upper body strength.
Moving.
Go slower.
and you shimmy your way across, having learned your lesson.
Allegedly.
Maybe.
Should I roll for Horace and Jasper?
I think you should.
Okay. All right. I have 2 dice here. Big ones, Horace. Little ones, Jasper.
I'm not coming after your henchman. Sorry, Annie.
Oh no!
Horace didn't make it.
No.
Oh!
That's a 2 on Horace.
All right,
Um,
all right. So I guess because they're henchmen and they're not player characters, I think they just
Mhm.
fall.
Oh no.
They're not gonna die. It's like it's only 20 feet. So they'll each take
Okay.
maybe they each take 2.
Well, Jasper made it. He got a 15.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
it's just Horace.
Horace goes, boss!
Oh no!
Horace!
And you hear a thud.
Oh no!
Oh no. So 2?
Yeah, 2 damage.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, boss!
You okay down there,
My
bud?
leg!
We got to go get him. We got to go after him.
Let's hope the guy has a spare wheelchair. We'll come back for you.
No,
No.
you're.
I'll be okay, boss.
I hate
Try
to
and meet
say
us
it.
on the other side. The building's right over there.
Yeah, I'll make my way there, boss.
All right.
Is this
Jacoby
this-
will throw him down his gas mask just so he has something to be like to cover him, just
he
to
puts it over his
disguise.
gas mask?
Oh, that's true.
He's got a gas
But
mask.
ours look like theirs. We'll say,
Yeah.
yeah. It'll use the good one. You dinged yours up, dumbass, and stay quiet.
Don't
Call
you speak
yourself
to
Agent
my
John.
Whoa, yeah.
Well,
My
that was
friend that
uncalled
way.
for, Jacoby.
Yeah.
You got to be able to speak honestly in the trenches of the rooftops.
This is not the trenches.
I think
That's
I
my
hear
friend down
someone
there.
coming. You see, Horace. He gets into a garbage bin
Okay.
Okay, call
just
yourself
as
Oscar.
these like these gas mask wearing, trench coat wearing, rifle wielding people. They come back saying, "I think I heard something."
No,
they're
he
looking.
didn't.
You yell that out. Do you yell that out?
Yes.
All right. I'd love to roll a d6 for me, please.
That's a 4.
That's 4. That means investigators go first. They're raising their guns at you as you like shout that over the, the roof.
I
No,
did
I
say
have a
Horace
gas
had
mask too. Agent John, Jake, he said we could be up here looking for civilians to shoot.
Horace does have an elephant gun.
I'm shouting all of this as they're shooting at me.
Get your
They're
head
going-
back, dumbass.
Yeah, so I would love for you to. So what action are you doing? Because talking's free.
I want to try to roll presence to deceive them that I'm one of them by name dropping the agent that was at the front of the barricade. I think it was Agent John or
Yeah.
But we've heard that again. Maybe they might all be Agent John.
They may all be Agent John. We
Mhm.
are Agent John.
Or yeah.
Fear
Okay.
Legion.
You roll for presence.
That's a 8.
8. All right. They'll say, "We know you're not part of the collective," and they're going to continue to shoot at you as bullets whiz by your head.
Oh shit.
So it's the player character's
Yeah.
turns.
The professor's ducking, and
Yeah, I hit the
they're-
deck. I have no
If you
gun.
hit the deck, there's no way they can shoot you.
Yeah,
Just
Okay.
keep
where we
going.
got to start crawling towards if there's a door going into the building or an upstairs access point. Yep, we're out of there.
That's what I'm doing.
But aren't they going to go into the building?
Well, yeah, now, Daryl. And I'm sorry for speaking rudely to your henchman.
As you're getting shot at.
I'll admit, there was some heat of the moment discussion, but yeah.
Apologies later. Get inside the
Because you're-
building.
Because you're up on this roof, you are able to like get away.
Yeah.
And as these agents they make their way towards like whatever building you're in, you see Horace like poke his head out of the bin. He's okay.
If
Uh, as you're running to the apartment building, there's like a balcony and providing an easy way in, except that there's someone sitting on the balcony in like a chair, smoking a cigar. This is the second floor.
This is the building we need to get into.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the person look sick? Are they coughing? Are they
No, they're
sneezing?
not sick. But they see you and they go wide eyes because they see people in gas masks with guns.
I mean, I don't have a gas mask.
Oh, okay.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We're
Do
not
you
one of
have
them.
a
We're not one of
rope?
them.
Do we have? Uh, who are you? Are
we're
you
here.
with them?
No,
No,
we're
we're
trying
here
to
to
save
see a
someone and get
family
them on the other
friend.
side.
Uh, how can I trust you? And they begin to like go inside and they kind of have
You
a
want a
door
gas
ajar.
mask?
No, the name Bob. We're here for Bobby
Yes.
Horn. We're friends
yeah,
of
yeah,
Bobby
yeah.
Horn.
Bobby.
Bobby. How do you know Bobby?
His
We're a friend
daughter
of his daughter.
contacted us.
Oh,
Yes.
oh shit.
We have medicine he urgently needs. I might need it soon too, but we are here to deliver it to him.
Are you sick?
No.
Oh,
Is
okay.
anybody sick? Have you seen anyone that's sick?
We've seen very few sick people. I think we heard some people sneezing and coughing in the streets when we first left the scrapyard, but we've not really.
No, I
Oh,
personally don't know anyone who's sick.
Maybe they all died.
Maybe.
Do you know where Bobby is?
Yeah, he's in
Here?
room 616.
Okay.
You some bitch.
Uh, okay. How do I know you're not sick though? And he still has this door to the balcony kind of
Yeah.
closed.
I'll pull my gas mask off. Here, like, I'm not sick. I haven't sneezed since 19, whatever the fucking year it is, 1909. You want a gas mask?
Okay, fine. And he like checks you all.
It's over a decade after
my,
that.
my
Dare.
name's my name's Douglas. By the way.
nice to meet you.
You can call me Derry.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone who's sick. I don't know what's going on.
You haven't
I don't
seen
think we have either,
anyone
to be honest. Yeah.
at all. We heard coughing from behind the door of the shed when we first were at the scrapyard, I think. But is it possible this whole thing's been manufactured?
I don't know. People are going crazy. Like people don't trust each other.
There's
More of a
something
sickness of the
this.
mind than a sickness of the
Oh,
body.
Maybe I don't follow poetry.
have you heard anything of this collective? These people in the gas masks seem to refer to each other as being some part of some greater whole.
Well, someone in a gas mask, they called themselves Agent John. They said there's a quarantine and that we need to stay in place, and if we go out in the street, it'll be dangerous for public health.
And what about that weird red light thing? You seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that around. I have no idea what that is. I don't like it. I don't like any of this. And he returns to his living room and sits down on his couch and puts his hands in his head. Hands on his head.
That's
I
when
like-
you notice the giant dimples in the sides of his
Oh.
skull.
Ah!
I'm going to sit next to him. What would you say his name was? Sorry.
Douglas.
Douglas. The only thing that we can do now is stick together and help each other. Do you want to come with us?
But this is my home. I just finished off paying the mortgage.
Paid the mortgage on an apartment?
Yeah, it's what do you call it?
He's,
Condo.
he's sick.
Do you feel like you're safe here though, Douglas?
Well, not with the government around.
Well, we have to go. If you want to come with us, you can. If not, just take care of yourself. Be safe.
Okay. Uh, I heard there's doctors going around. They're with the people in the gas masks.
Are they wearing gas masks too?
Yeah, they're taking people away.
I wouldn't recommend opening your door to them.
Yeah, don't. Pretend like you're not
Perhaps
even home.
keep the lights low.
I'm gonna give him one of my roses. I have like a backpack.
The calling card. All right, well, you're on the second floor, and there's an elevator that goes all the way up to 6, or there's the stairs.
Can we fit seven? Sorry, six
Six.
people in? the
No,
elevator?
it's one of those like wire cage. Like,
Are we hearing the people in the Johns coming up?
no,
Did they come inside the building?
no, because
Okay.
you were on a bunch of buildings in the block, and like you hopped
Okay.
over some
Got
to
it,
get into
got
this
it.
apartment complex.
Look, if you guys want to go up,
Stairs?
I can take the stairs and meet you up there. Like, it's just 4 flights. I'm healthish.
Is
Jasper and I can take
possible.
the stairs.
Would you prefer maybe that Jasper and I went downstairs to scout for Horace? Perhaps we could help him get into the building.
That's what I was thinking. I do want to wait for Horace.
You can split up.
Let's split the party, gang.
At some point, we'll all want to get together and make a plan to get the hell out of here, but for the time being, it may be ideal to ensure that we can connect with Horace and make sure.
Why do I feel like nobody wants to get in an elevator with me?
Huh. Think about that. All right, Daryl. I'll see.
Can I have that medication then? While I finish the goddamn quest?
I'm
going
going
up.
as well to Bobby's apartment. I'm going up.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
get there
Give
I have
first.
no weapons. I shouldn't be on the street.
All right, so
I'll give the
Uh,
medication to Imogen.
Imogen.
hold on to.
So
right in front, fast.
so those that are going up is Imogen, Daryl,
Jacoby.
and Jacoby.
Yeah, if there are 3, we can probably fit in the elevator.
Elevator.
Yeah, yeah,
probably.
and then
Don't forget, you may be bringing Bobby back down in his wheelchair down the elevator.
Professor, be careful.
I will. Thank you, Imogen. You as
You-
well.
Do you have a weapon,
I was
Professor?
about to say,
Ah.
do you even have a weapon?
He's got his cane and it's a sword cane.
Sword
and he goes,
Gets stuck in the wall.
Do you want a gun, Professor?
It's never really been quite my style, Jacoby.
Alright.
Jasper and I cock our shotguns.
Fair point. Fair point. And you still have the elephant gun.
Horace has the elephant gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, people won't be stopping him on the streets then.
Okay, wonderful. So we're going up and we're going down. So you're getting the elevator, Daryl. Oh boy, what could go wrong?
Hit every button.
I always love doing this.
They light up.
All right, so you enter the wire cage elevator, you slide open the door, and you press some buttons, and it closes, and it begins to creak as it begins its ascent up the 6th floor. Those of you taking the stairs down, the hallways are kind of winding. It's a good size apartment building or condo. Yeah, with the stairway that goes around the elevator. You can see the elevator moving up if you look upwards. As you make your way downstairs, I'd love for Annie just to make a agility roll for the henchman with a +0.
18.
18. Okay, wonderful. So we know that he didn't just get shot on his way to the apartment off screen, which is great.
Again, he has an elephant gun. So
Yeah. You probably hear that. Yeah.
yes.
Great. So I would love for you to give me another D20, just a flat D20 roll. I want to see
Oh.
the results of what happens to the party that shot at you.
17.
Okay. So you make it down, and there you see Horace. He comes in through the front door. He's limping. He says, "Boss, it hurts, but it's so good to see you, boss."
So good to see you. We got to get you a splint.
Yeah, he's using his elephant gun as a
Yeah.
support.
I may be able to help you. The one thing I can contribute to this group is I do have a medical kit with me.
Mhm. And as you make your way, as you're in the lobby, you see a few faces looking at you from the doors, but they don't look sick.
I'll take off my mask. I don't think we need these. Horace, I don't think anybody is sick. I think this is just a lie. And I'm gonna, I guess, give money to the people in the
What?
just to offer, just go up to them and offer them money. Do you need help?
Uh, we just don't want to be stuck here anymore.
Uh,
What's going on? There's
well,
doctors
don't,
that are like they're saying they're doctors, but they're trying to get us out of our houses.
they're not doctors. Have you seen anyone sick?
No, but earlier on, I had a weird experience.
Tell us about it.
Well, it's like it happened all overnight. These gas mask wearing government people, and this like talk of sickness. Um, like Tracy, the neighbor, she let those doctors in, and I haven't seen her since. That apartment's empty, and I've heard people coughing and sneezing from like outside. But there was this one weird point where it's like they've said like I'd hear them cough and sneeze, but then they'd say, "I am sick, I am coughing, I am sneezing."
That's suspicious to me. That doesn't seem right.
None of this is. I don't know what's
But
going on with this world.
thinking of how we've heard the agents talking, that's very similar without much inflection, and this is some sort of fabricated conspiracy, I fear.
The government creating a conspiracy?
Has there
Can't
been
be.
anything,
Aren't they
has
supposed
there
to look out for the people?
has there been anything to prove that these people are the government?
I don't know. But meanwhile, as we sit on that information, ding, the elevator doors open up. You are on floor 6, and in the direction of room 616, you can see 3 people. A man in a lab coat and like a full gas mask with gloves, and 2 of the agents. They're knocking on 616's door. Sir, we're going to need you to step out for some medical examinations.
You tell them to leave.
I don't
Tell
have a
them-
mask anymore. I threw it down to Horace.
You dumbass. Okay, Daryl, tell them to leave.
No, no.
I gave my mask to the nice man on the balcony.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I don't want to come out. I don't trust you. You hear from inside 616.
I'm just gonna start walking down the hallway.
All right, they're
I'll
definitely gonna
go
notice
with-
you.
Yeah.
And they're going to turn around, and the 2 like agents, they're going to aim their guns at you, saying,
Oh, I was just trying to obey the quarantine and get back to my apartment in room 615 there. Just
"Oh, that's fantastic! Give me a present."
Omen.
Oh.
Fuck yeah, that's more like it. That's a not unnatural 20.
Nice.
Great. So the federal agent says, "Very well, citizen. Please please do not get in any further way of our medical examination. Have a good one. They still have their guns raised.
Yeah. Oh, I
Well,
see. I
you
see.
know, I heard somebody down on the first floor coughing. I'm really concerned. Now, our neighbor here, he's been great. Haven't heard anything from him at all, but I heard somebody on the first floor coughing real hard.
It was all we could do is run in the elevator. I think they took the stairs down, and they're probably right in front of the building right now.
All right, so as you say that, that's going to be another presence test.
Jacoby's just back there sweating up a storm,
Nine-
holding
15,
in a
15.
cough.
15? Okay. The doctor turns towards the one of the agents and just nods. There's no communication between them, and the agent begins to go down the stairs. He's still flanked with one agent.
Honey,
And I-
get the door. Get the door to the apartment, honey.
Oh, yeah, let me just get my keys. And reaching into my coat, I have a pistol in a holster. So then I just want to point the pistol behind me and shoot.
All right, which one are you shooting?
The one with the shotgun, I think I would prioritize.
Okay, I would say that there is definitely an advantage that you have for being able to just talk down the situation. So this is definitely a surprise attack. I'm just going to give you first turn.
Okay.
So there's one with a shotgun, an agent type. He's going down the stairs. One next to the doctor, also with a rifle. Next to this doctor in front of 616. The doctor is also in front of 616. You're in the middle. So either shoot behind you or in front of you. Or you can wait until the soldier or agent goes downstairs fully.
If I could dramatically wait until the door is closing as the one agent is going down the
Yeah.
stairs, as I'm like, oh God, I can't find my keys.
You're always losing those keys.
All right, so you definitely are able to do that. So you wait until that agent is going down and the door closes to the stairwell. All right, give me a presence. No, sorry, is it a presence?
Is it
Yeah,
presence
is.
or
I think it is,
agility?
yeah, for
It's
aim
presence.
presence.
Yeah, presence.
Range attack. Wow, presence
Yeah,
is
yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Omen.
Uh-oh.
That's more like it. That's a 14.
There you
Oh,
go.
wonderful. Okay, so with a 14, you can definitely roll your revolver damage, which I believe
Okay.
is what, a d6?
D8 plus 1 based
There
on
you
the
go.
book.
Wow. Wonderful.
And that is 5 damage.
Okay, and you shoot the soldier right next to the doctor,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, "Ouch, that really hurts. It appears that I've been shot." And they start to leak out this ooze where you shot them in the chest. And they're clutching
Fortunately, I
onto their
can't see
chest.
it because my back is turned.
Wonderful. Who would like to go next?
I have no
Jacoby?
gun, so I'm just
All right.
scrambling for some kind of cover.
And
That's all I'm doing.
Okay,
that
you were in the
case-
hallway.
Yes, I realize
that.
that.
Do you
It
wanna
might
try
be
to,
going
like-
back to the elevator. I don't know, but
Do you
yeah.
want to scramble through the open doorway with
Oh, I
the
didn't
one
think it was
guy?
open. They're knocking.
No, they're knocking, yeah.
Oh, it's not. Tackle him.
I will actually.
You're a
I'm gonna
botanist. Spray
tackle
some
him.
poison in his
There you
face
go.
or something.
I'm gonna tackle him to the ground. The
Which
one that's
one?
already hurt. The
Oh,
one
okay. Gotcha. That's a strength for sure. As you
Ooh.
run up to this man who has just been shot.
16.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. So when you tackle this person, right? You knock off their gas mask. And it's like an oily, amorphous blob for a head.
Yikes.
You can definitely roll unarmed attack damage.
What is that damage? I actually don't know. Sorry.
D2.
D4.
D2? Okay.
Oh, is it a D2?
I
2.
had to.
Rolled 4, so
Yep,
2.
you're right.
All right. Okay, so as you tackle him, he says, "Ouch! I've been tackled, and the back of my body has been concussed."
I think I'm just like screaming at this point with the like amorphous blob face.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
nothing underneath that gas
Yeah.
mask.
Right.
Jacoby.
Um, he's got the shotgun. Imogen's on this one, so he's just gonna turn to the other one. He said he's
The
been
doctor.
shot. Yeah. And then
You're a doctor.
he just pulls up the shotgun and just blows this guy away.
Okay.
Probably because I've got a little trait that as long as I hit 7, but the shotgun makes it easier. Um, I'm going to spend an omen to reduce the DR even
Okay.
further. So with the shotgun, I already have a -3
Yeah.
down to a -7. So my 7 should hit. And then I have the specialty opening salvo. The first attack I make with a firearm in each combat, provided it hits, deals maximum damage. So I do 12 damage as
Nice.
this shotgun blast just goes off into
Boom.
the doctor.
Into the doctor. All right. 12.
Very they live.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as soon as this shotgun blast, it like blasts away the fabric of their lab coat. And what happens is that you're seeing this black ooze come out as
Oh
well.
no.
And you hear medical diagnosis, injured.
Oh, fuck.
That's a pretty vague medical diagnosis.
Yeah. I don't think you're actually a doctor at all.
I will have to update my notes. And he just starts walking towards you.
Oh no.
But at this point, you see the door open from 616. Someone's wheeling themselves out with one hand. With both hands, they turn around and you see Bobby, the old man who needs his heart medication. And then he gets this from his back. It's an elephant gun. And he's going to try it. Oh my God. How much damage is an elephant gun? Why don't you roll that, Annie, please? Because you know the
2d6
damage
plus
of it.
6.
Yeah.
I'll have Annie roll it.
Woof.
Plus 4 DR to hit
To
anything.
hit targets. Yeah.
Yeah.
D6. Oh, wait, damage, or do you want me to roll
Damage.
too?
Roll the damage.
Damage. Okay, 2d6 plus 6.
Yep.
8.
Okay. The doctor goes flying.
Sorry, 10. 10.
10. All right. That's good. The doctor
Yeah.
goes flying, like sprawling forward towards you. As there's an almighty bang as the elephant gun fires, the wheelchair is propelled backwards down the hallway. And that's when we're gonna cut to just a few moments ago, as Annie, Professor Randall, Jasper, and Horace, they are downstairs, and you're hearing footsteps coming down.
Should
And it's
we?
one of those gas mask wearing guys. And they're like, I thought one of my compatriots thought they heard coughing downstairs.
There's no one coughing here.
They're
Do you
raising
hear
a gun to
anything?
you. And then you hear
Um,
gunfire from upstairs.
Oh, great. It's just the one?
Yeah, it's just one.
Okay. I, I'm gonna shoot him.
All right, well, let's roll a d6.
Okay,
These
yeah.
4 to 6 means investigators go first.
You want me to roll?
Yeah, I'd love for you to roll.
It's a 2.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you're getting shot then. So, the gas mask wearing person, they raise their weapon and they fire. So you can roll agility to avoid the attack, as you maybe dive for cover.
Would that be for Professor too?
No, it's just going to be Annie.
Okay.
It's just one of them.
I should probably omen that.
I will say
Oh no.
you don't have to spend an omen. You can have one of your henchmen jump in the way if you'd like.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
You're a very benevolent boss.
You already knew I wasn't gonna do that.
All right.
Full of empathy.
I'm going to spend a moment to reduce the DR by 4. So I
Okay.
pass.
You got it.
Nice.
So the you dive for cover and you maybe go over like behind one of the apartment mailboxes slash condo mailboxes, and it gets shot and a bunch of papers fly everywhere. It is now the investigator's turn downstairs.
I'll let you
Okay.
open.
I mean,
You're
I
just
got
gonna shoot
3.
this thing up.
I'm gonna say I got 2 shotguns and an elephant gun.
Okay.
I can get my sword cane in first if you want.
I
Give
guess
him a real
Horace like
good
tosses
poke.
you the elephant gun.
Well, he can
Or
shoot the elephant gun, right?
oh, okay. Then he'll toss you one of the shotguns, the extra
I have a
shotgun.
shotgun.
Oh, you've already got one. All right, wonderful.
Jasper has a shotgun.
Why don't you just make 3 attack rolls?
Yeah, go
All
for
right.
it, Beth.
Okay.
Randall, you're welcome to roll at the same time, should you wish, or you can do
Okay,
something
sure.
else.
Yeah, well, I'll stay out of the way. Let them shoot first. Maybe if he goes to run, I'll trip him or something.
Okay, I miss.
Okay.
Horace gets a 19 with the elephant gun, and Jasper misses.
Okay. Well, roll damage for the elephant gun.
Yeah.
2d6 plus 6.
Unless, oh, wait, sorry. Blah blah. Okay, never mind. Yep. 2d6. Okay. Ooh. 8 plus 6, which is
14.
no, 14.
Yeah.
14. All right. There's a chance that you just end things, right? Oh. So the force of the elephant gun blasts a hole right through the guy, and there's no like gore or anything. It's just black ooze. He gets propelled. He's standing in front of the stairs, and he gets propelled into the stairs, and he splatters. And he says, "Ouch! That really hurts. That was pretty impolite." And he's like combined with the stairs, like just splattered. But it seems like he's reforming and trying to get back up.
Okay.
Emerson.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's when the professor will run in and with his sword cane and try to finish him off and try to stab him in the throat.
Okay. So as you rush forward, that's a strength roll.
Ah, okay. It's a fail. It's a 6.
Uh-oh. And you
Oh.
stab into the stairs. Wood splinters go everywhere. And now we're all tied
Yeah.
up. So it is the monster, this thing, whatever this ooze thing is. Let's just say, let's roll d6 again for investigators versus monsters to see who goes. Anyone.
I saw Annie reaching for her dice.
Yeah, I did too. Go for it, Andy.
3.
Okay, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. So with a 3, that means the monsters go first. So at this point, we're all in the same initiative now. So let's keep on the focus on the action downstairs, because as this thing has splattered, guns gone everywhere, the rifle's gone splattered. The ooze, it's going to lurch forward and try to envelop you, Mr. Randall. So you can definitely give me an agility to dodge that.
An 8.
An 8. Okay.
Most dice are cruel.
Oh, you're definitely taking 4 damage
Okay,
as
yep.
this ooze gets onto you, and you start to scream as it singes your skin. Your skin
It burns, Annie.
starts
It
to bubble.
burns.
Meanwhile, upstairs, the doctor has been blown away from by the elephant gun, and he starts to just lurch up like this, getting up from the floor, and it is going to. I guess it's going to go towards the people that it's closer to now, which I would say is the fool. As you're turned away, right? Let's see how you get over this. Give me a dodge roll. For agility.
Yep.
They are 12.
That is actually Do I want to spend an omen on this? Nah. Um, that is a fail because of my very, very bulky, heavy armor that
Mm.
my mom gave me. Said it would always protect me.
Okay.
Don't know if I believe it.
It's just 2 damage. Let's see if your armor soaks it in case you need to use an omen or not.
Oh, he's trying to hug me. Oh, get him off. Yeah, it just soak the damage.
Okay, you soak the damage. So you know how in Looney Tunes you have the perfect size hole? It tried to go towards you like a tsunami, but it made you had a perfect size hole for your figure, and it misses you. But it does have 2 actions because he is the doctor, and it is going to surge towards Jacoby. So you're welcome to give me a dodge agility
Yes,
roll.
yes, and I am also reminded myself. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. An 11 under 14 if it's a normal one because I also have clothes and a backpack.
Yeah.
But I'll reduce it by 4 to pass.
Okay. Great. So once again, it tries to surge towards you, Jacoby, and you jump out of the way.
Yeah. Why didn't it do that thing for me? What the hell?
And since you're standing in the hallway, I would say it surges right out the window. But you breathe a sigh of relief, but then you see it's clinging to the walls outside,
Oh, jeez.
about to get back in. Meanwhile, the soldier that was shot upstairs, it is going to try and attack Imogen.
Mm-hmm.
So you're welcome to give me an agility roll to avoid this attack.
Okay. 15.
15.
Yes.
Okay. So once again, a pseudopod kind of slashes out of this amorphous form, and it like whips the wall, right? And the wallpaper just falls, gets shredded. And the blob says, "It appears I have missed." Meanwhile, it's the investigator's turn. So whatever you'd like to do. And Bobby gets to go after everyone.
Did I like
Okay.
roll off of him maybe like in this dodge attempt or am I still on
Yeah.
top of him? Okay.
So-
I'll just go then. If Imogen, yeah,
Oh,
rolled
go.
out of the way, yeah. And this other thing's out the window. Jacoby's just gonna turn with the other barrel and just try and shoot this thing on the floor.
Okay. Yeah.
Just blow a hole in the floor. Yeah, that'll do it. A 19 just flat. So then this time I actually have to roll damage, which is a d10 plus 2. Come on, d10. Yeah, that's about right. 3 damage total.
Okay, 3 damage to the thing on the floor.
I have a good opening salvo, but after that, it's not so good.
Yeah, it seems like all these shots, they just go sink into the mass. This shot did not seem effective.
Yep. Shit.
If um if this thing we can see that it's trying to like hang on and
Yeah, you can
cling
still
to
hit
the
it.
windowsill, then Daryl is going to run over towards it wielding his club, which I have determined is a frying pan.
Okay.
And I'm just be like, no, get off, get, I said, and I'm gonna try to kind of squish its little black ooze hands off the windowsill to make it fall.
All right, give me a strength.
Okay.
Bling.
Omen.
Okay. How many omens are you at now?
I am now at 6 omens because the fool is
You're
very
gonna
fun.
live forever.
I'm gonna live forever.
Fine.
That is 12 on the dot.
12 on the dot. That's a hit.
All right.
So
So,
a frying pan? Why not a D6? Why not?
Chubbs, get off.
I
That's
am
the cat's
attempting to
name.
climb up. And when I do, I'm going to hurt you.
That's 4 damage.
Oh, okay. With 4 damage, you keep smashing at the pseudopods that attempt to climb up. It's still out the window for now. And you deal the damage. Wonderful. Imogen?
Yes. I would like to spray some household pesticide in this like blobby face.
I love that. Let's roll agility for that one.
Okay.
Or presence. I'll take presence.
No. Don't want to spend an omen.
Omen?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you're like,
Yeah.
and you're getting I would argue flammable pesticide everywhere.
Yes.
Oh,
Wonderful. Let's go downstairs. Emerson, your
okay.
skin's burning. You're in this stairwell as it had just surged forward and it's touching your skin. You're burning away.
Can I try with the sword cane to cut up through it?
Yeah, you
That might
definitely
be
can.
probably strength. I got a totally separate dice that hasn't been used yet this game. I'm going to try to do that. And the idea is, yeah, that I'm trying to cut myself off of it essentially, and that I can, if I can cut through it, then I'll be able to fall back and collapse on the floor behind it. But I just want to separate myself from the mess of this goo. No, I failed. So he struggles, and yeah, the sword's not coming up. I'm
Oh
good.
no.
Oh dear.
I would love for Annie to test morale for both of the henchmen. So you want to get above the morale number.
Okay. Okay. Oh no. I have to retire this dice. It's like the third
No.
natural one I've rolled on that dice. So Horace
Yeah.
with the elephant gun.
It's a natural one. All right, that means you lose them permanently.
I know.
Oh no.
I
Off
know.
into the night.
It's not even the
Yeah.
one that fell.
He limps. Horace is the one that fell.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's gonna
yeah.
limp away.
Yeah. I think he's realizing he's not getting paid enough and that he probably won't get a puppy. He's realizing that like it's probably not going to happen, and he's going to go off and find his own puppy.
I would love for this to look like instead of him just screaming his head off and running away,
Yeah.
he just puts down the elephant gun. He's like, "Boss, I can't do this anymore," and he just walks away.
Emerson
And you're
screaming in the
saying-
background.
You're still
And
invited for dinner on Sunday.
he exits the front door, and then the screaming
Yeah.
starts.
Fair enough. All right. Jasper's still here.
Okay. Wonderful. So you and Jasper can act.
All right. Okay. So I guess we're both shooting shotguns.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't fumble. You might hit Randall.
We both got 12. So
Wonderful.
No way, right on.
So maybe you're able to fling this monster off of you, Randall, and then you hear. I would say that you roll damage twice.
Okay. And then I think we have to reload after this.
Yeah,
'Cause
sure.
that's 2 shots. Okay. So okay. Add my dice here. Okay. So total damage is 12
12. Wonderful.
from both guns.
Oh yeah, you pace this thing. It's no longer part of this plane of existence. And you also shot up the staircase pretty bad.
Good news, the staircase is now a ramp.
I would also say that it is now Bobby's turn. I'm gonna roll agility for him. Oh yeah, he fell out of his wheelchair as he got flung backwards from the elephant gun. He goes, no,
Bobby,
damn
no.
it." And then the soldier on the floor is still acting. So that's when he's crawling forward a little and he pulls out his revolver and starts to shoot at it.
Oh god.
Damn things. Oh, he missed. So the shots, they managed to go upward. He fires 3 shots. They go up the wall and one of them hits the light.
Oh, shit.
and that goes out.
Bobby, get in your chair. Get in your chair.
Who sent you? Meanwhile, roll a d6 to see if investigators or monsters go first for those upstairs.
2.
2. That means the monsters go first. So as we so let me just recap what's going on. Daryl's hitting this ooze monster known that was once the doctor, clinging to the window with a frying pan, while Jacoby shot the one on the floor that Imogen was in hand to ooze combat with. And the hallway is being shot to shreds. Let's see what's happening with Daryl. Once again, this thing is going to attempt to grab you and drag you out of the window.
Is this going to be
It's a
I mean,
dodge.
honestly, unless it's toughness, it doesn't matter. It's all the same rolls for me.
Yeah, it's dodge. It's agility.
That is a fail.
Ooh, okay. This is gonna hurt. 5 damage.
Okay. Omen.
Omen. Okay, so good thing you had that baby oil on you. As it tries to grip onto your neck to like maybe smash your head against the windowsill. But luckily you applied this baby oil because you love keeping your skin moisturized, and the ooze slips right off. Meanwhile, we have a desperate struggle on the floor as this thing is about to envelop Imogen. Give me an agility roll if you want to dodge.
All right. Agility. Da, 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 da. Okay, we'll have to omen that so that I'm not enveloped. Can I just omen it to reduce the DR?
Yeah,
Or do you
sure
have to
can.
decide that before you roll?
You can decide after.
All right, then I'll use it to reduce the DR, which
Great.
then is
8.
what, 8? Yeah, so
Mhm.
I got a 10.
All right, so you scamper out of the way as this thing, part of it like soaks into the carpeting of the floor. You can see that black ooze. Now, let's talk about what the investigators are doing. Those of you downstairs, you can make your way. You can start making your way up for a couple actions or one action. That depends on your agility roll.
We roll those.
Yeah, if you'd like to make your way upstairs.
I think, unfortunately, the professor looks a lot like how we first described the plague victims. That's funny. So he's going to take an action and attempt to fiddle around with his first aid kit and use a dose to try and restore some health to himself.
You spray some Bactine on the burn wounds on your arm.
So yes, if that is okay, it will restore a D4.
Okay, great.
And apparently I can roll a D4 at least because I got 3, so
You
that's
sure can.
Nice.
we're up to 4 HP.
Wonderful. So you're staying downstairs to apply the first aid
Yes, and
on
and he'll
yourself?
call. Annie, be careful on those stairs.
Well, you too. I guess if you're not coming, I'll wait. I'll wait for you, and I can help you up.
Wonderful. Okay, Annie, you're running up the stairs?
I'm gonna wait behind, so we
Sounds
can all
good.
come to go together.
All right, you
Also,
got
I
it.
failed my agility, so.
All right, so all right. If okay, so I would say you're like already making your way up. So you'll definitely make it by next. It'll take 2
Okay.
instead of 1.
We're reloading our shotguns.
Yeah, that works. That
Yeah,
works.
there you go.
For those upstairs, yikes.
No, no.
What are you doing?
Jacoby's just gonna drop the shotgun and quick draw from his side holster his
Nice.
revolver.
All right, let's see it.
Sometimes it just doesn't get the job done. Bam!
Bang, bang.
Yeah,
Give me a presence roll.
exactly. I don't know. That presence roll's looking like a 19.
All right.
So,
Damn.
yeah. He's good at
And
one
you're fighting
thing.
the one on the floor.
The one on the floor, yeah.
That's next to
yeah.
Imogen. Got it.
Yeah, it's like point range, like point blank with us, so it just kind of makes sense. All right, D8s roll better than a D10.
Okay.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
That ain't. So that's probably 3 damage again, I think.
3
Yeah.
damage? Okay,
Nope,
okay.
2 damage. 2
Two
damage.
damage.
Ugh.
Damn
Uh-oh.
it.
The bullets just plop, plop, plop
Yeah.
into these
Blam.
these ooze-like beings. What are you doing, Imogen?
First of all, I'm getting out of this thing's way. I don't want to
Yeah, it's
attempt
being
to be.
shot at.
Yeah, I don't want to, be trying to be enveloped again. What is Daryl doing with the thing out the window? Maybe I can help him instead.
I am desperately
frying panning.
banging it with a frying pan.
Yeah, you can go in any order. So
My
like,
revolver is just dangling in my holster, but no, that is not what comes to mind.
Actually, I like the idea of just grabbing the revolver out of your holster and just taking a shot
Holding
at
onto
it.
the big can.
all right, go for it. Give me a presence.
14.
You're like, for fuck's sake. Roll a d8. I believe that's the revolver. D8 plus 1.
7.
Oh, 7. Nice. So with the blast of the revolver, this thing just loses all like rigidity and just falls.
I finally got it.
Daryl, what are you doing?
Well,
You see that Jacoby still like screaming, shotgunning this thing on
I want to die.
revolver.
I want to die.
Well, as I was, it's so weird that it fell right before I was about to swing at it. I must have
You
just
scared
weakened
it.
it.
You scared it half to death.
You could throw the pan now if you want.
Yes, I want to throw the pan at the one on the floor.
All right, roll presence or strength. I'll take either.
It's the same for me. That is a 19, so
boy.
a 20.
All right, that's a D6 for the pan.
I should throw frying pans more often. That's a 6.
Oh no!
6.
Better than a gun.
All right, this thing's lurching towards Imogen and you, and then you just whip the frying pan at it. and
Fucking
it
ultimate
splatters.
frisbee, the frying pan.
It like splatters everywhere. Meanwhile, it's gone. But
Well, that's some
Mr.
kind of
Bobby's
bullshit.
like, "Ah, what is that? And he keeps shooting it. He empties his revolver into the ooze. And with that, I would say everyone makes it upstairs.
Okay.
And he says, who are you?
Pull
Special
out the medicine.
delivery.
Yeah.
Still, yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh, thank God. And he'll take the medicine. He's still on the floor, not in his
Yeah.
wheelchair.
Oh, yeah, we should
Yeah,
help him
let's
out.
help you up there, old guy.
His elephant gun has also been scattered to the ground. You're welcome to take that, or you can give it back to him.
I'm gonna reload the shotgun, but I'm good. But yeah, let's get you in here and let's get you out of here, sir.
Yeah, it looks
Yes.
like he's got like a holster for his elephant gun on his wheelchair.
Incredible.
So cool.
But you wheel him back into his apartment building, and that is when his apartment room / condo, and that's when we're gonna take a bio break.
Nice.
Nice.
Welcome back. Let's get started. You are in Bobby's apartment. He's wheeling it up. He says, "Thank you for getting me my medicine," and he just like dry swallows a couple pills. Oh, my heart's not like it used to be these days. But I think this is a good point for us to just rest up and take inventory of what we have. And with that, let's go into rest and recovery.
Ooh.
Because
Oh.
up to your stability times per day, minimum 1, you can catch your breath, take 2 minutes, and restore D4 hit points.
Nice.
I don't need that. I only have 1 hit point.
Yeah, you're fine. And it looks like you're here on the 6th floor. And you're in Bobby's apartment. He's a gun collector.
God bless you, Bobby. God bless you.
He says, "You a veteran, Jacoby?" I'm assuming you introduce yourself.
Yeah. How'd
I
you
was
know
a-
my name? No, yes, yes, sir.
I was a
Fought in the
captain in
Great
the
War.
Great War. Yeah.
Yeah, here's Captain, and he goes, like the ship kind?
No.
Okay, yeah, great. Yes, Jacoby, he'll list whatever he was. He probably wasn't like anything fancy, just
Yeah.
private, whatever. But yeah,
Well, it's good to see you, soldier. Uh, it
Predator
seems like
handshake.
we're surrounded by enemies.
You're
Oh
telling
no,
me
I'm pretty nice.
he's the worst
Your
of them.
daughter's very concerned about you. I think we
Yeah.
should get you out of here. She really wants you with her on her side of the city.
Yes, I think we need to get out of here. The whole thing's it must be a sham.
Well,
It
that's the other
certainly,
thing. I think we should stop this.
if there's some way that we could, I would agree.
How are
If
we getting
nothing
out of this,
else, perhaps we should begin some kind of process of evacuating as many citizens as possible.
Do we
though?
think their barricade might be their home base? Maybe if we can attack them there.
I mean, there's barricades on every street
Oh,
that
I
split
see. I see.
the city.
I like that idea, but yeah,
I
these
don't I
things
don't
are
know what
so
this
tough to
is.
put down, right? Like just the two up there, we were pumping bullets into them, and I don't
I
know.
think that they
I
may be weak to cast iron. Because I'm 2 for 2. I gotta say, you're shooting it up, and I don't mean to judge, but I think it may be worth considering if we can get some cookware.
Bobby, do you have any Advil?
I have some laudanum.
That's perfect. Thank you, sir.
Just cocaine tablets.
This takes me back to the war. Long distance stare.
there.
The secret army veteran handshake.
I I think it's fair to say at this point that we can conclude that our enemies are not of this world.
I agree.
Well, Doc, there's that one pile of putty that's sitting right outside the door, and you're supposed to be not the smart kind of doctor. Do you think you could do some smart on it?
It,
Tell us about it.
it is possible we could perhaps do some kind of study on it. Due to their ability to regenerate, I worry it may have repercussions, but if nothing else, perhaps we'll find more of this supposed damage vulnerability to cast iron weapons.
Quite. Indeed, there's a vein that is popping.
Um, yes. If you'd like to maybe take inventory, Bobby here has an actual like gun room.
Oh,
And
yeah.
at the center there is a flamethrower.
Well, okay. Well, you know what? Maybe we do. Maybe the professor will go out into the hall. And if Bobby, if you have any Tupperware I could borrow.
Yes. He has he
Oh,
gives you like a shot glass.
he'll go out and yeah, I'd like to collect a little bit of it and maybe we'll see if we can tell if it has any reaction on the stove to heat or
Mhm.
reaction in the fridge to being chilled.
Yeah, you do that, right? And as you apply heat to it, it starts to bubble and then it just bursts.
Ah, look at that, Daryl. It has a reaction.
Uh-huh. Yeah, pretty strong one too.
Well, perhaps that flamethrower of yours could come in handy, Bobby.
Meanwhile, I would say that Jasper, he goes up to you and he says, "I miss Horace."
Yeah, me
Oh,
too. Yeah, me too. I think he'll make it out though. He knew where to go. He can go back to the junkyard and we can meet up with him afterwards.
How are we gonna get out of here?
Well, I mean, there's all these guns.
Seems to me like fire is the most effective.
who's
Yeah.
competent
So
with a
somebody should use the
flamethrower? Yeah.
flamethrower.
And we
all right.
can make some Molotovs.
yes, Daryl.
Fun thing about the flamethrower: if you fumble, you die.
Mhm.
Nice.
My stupid ass question: can we put the flamethrower on Bobby's wheelchair?
Wheelchair.
The
tank.
Just point him.
I think you can if you'd like.
We need him alive, Daryl. Daryl, put that tank of fuel and get it off the back of our high value.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. I think you
Bobby?
can modify my wheelchair
Bobby?
with a flamethrower.
Bobby, Daryl's an idiot.
Now listen to your senior officer.
You know what? You raise a good point. Yes, sir.
I would love for you to give me a presence check to convince him to do this.
To convince him to do it or not to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends who's rolling.
That is a 15.
Oh, God.
Okay, he said that's a great idea. Why don't you, there's a space for the flamethrower tanks right here, and he gestures to the back of his wheelchair. I'll just need someone to push me around.
My friends, I fear we should possibly get the wheelchair back to the main floor before we begin the assembly of this land tank unit.
Oh, there's an elevator.
There is an elevator.
You know, Randall, since you mentioned a land tank, Bobby, how much cast iron do you got? We can fuse to the outside of this.
We can weld the wheelchair.
Isn't your neighbor a welder?
I think they got my neighbor, but yes, he was a welder.
Hannibal walks in.
Oh, there is a serious montage coming here.
If you'd like, you have to roll for it. But he'll agree to this. There's nothing wrong with this. He got his heart medication. He feels good.
I feel like this is a terrific idea. Yes, I'm going to go to the condo next door, room 615.
Yeah, and
then...
as you make your way out of the hallway, right?
Mm-hmm.
You open the door, and you can see the windows, right? Ooze starts to cover the windows, like it's going up.
Oh.
Bobby, we may want to test out that flamethrower sooner than later.
We gotta assemble it first, right?
Slowly closes the door. Yeah. Maybe just folks back away from the windows, and we'll come back to the whole battering ram land tank of death idea. But we should probably hurry up and get out of here, because there's the stuff is outside, all over the building.
Oh.
Look out the window.
Mm-hmm.
In the
Your
apartment.
balcony's closed, isn't it, Bobby?
Yeah, and then he looks out, and you can see the door to the balcony. It's been covered with a layer of ooze on the outside.
Good.
Bobby, do you keep your bacon grease?
Yes, of course.
All right. Let me just take a hold of that.
Are we about to slather up?
I just poured out.
Daryl.
Actually, you can
Daryl.
roll luck for that. So we'll just roll a d20. Let's see if he pours his bacon grease down the sink like an animal.
What kind of American?
Bobby looks me dead in the eyes and goes, I only eat turkey bacon. What? Natural one.
Natural one? All right. He does
No,
not
he
have
drinks
any-
his bacon grease after he's done cooking. That's why we had to get heart medication.
I'm
I
sorry,
had
but
a
it just
solid-
tastes so good.
It's full of cholesterol. It's good for you.
That's right.
You wonder why I need these heart meds, right?
So yeah, Bobby's in his wheelchair. He's just checking all of his guns. And if you're examining him, he's got like 5 guns on his person.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, if he's got extra holsters, Jacoby will grab a few to slot in.
Whatever gun you'd like. There's a Tommy gun as well.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take just a regular revolver, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna go and start like banging on doors in the hallway and telling people it's fire, it's fire. That's how you kill them. It's fire. We have to get out of here. And
It's
just
fire.
trying to like
Not
spread
that
the
it's
word.
on fire, is that
No.
we need.
Yeah, fire,
It
fire.
will
kill
be.
them.
Everyone starts running out of their rooms.
Actually, that works also. Fire.
Right
Run
into
right
the-
into it.
All right, so you a young man, he opens the door when you're knocking on the door, and he's like, It's really bad. I managed to like open a hole outside, you know, and it looks like I stuck my head through, and it looks like the whole apartment building is covered.
Yeah. We
And
have to
then
get out
it
of here.
started to
No.
close up.
We have to get out of here.
How?
How
We
would
make a
they?
hole with fire. These things are weak to fire. We make some kind of hole with fire and go.
That means we'll have to we'll have to get to the lobby.
Yeah.
I thought I heard a lot of movement downstairs. Some kind of strange noise.
Get ready. Get ready. Bring anything flammable with you. We're
This
gonna
whole
light it
apartment's
up.
in lock. What about the apartment building? What about our stuff? Our things?
What's more important to you, your shit or your life?
She has a point.
What if the
Now is
apartment
our.
building burns down with us in it?
Then it's best you tried what you could to escape. Uh, we know a pathway to safety. If you follow us, we can take you to the other side of this barricade and perhaps get the solar sorted out.
Excellent. So I just want to give you an overview of this situation. This entire apartment building is in lockdown. There's
Right.
Oh, yeah.
things roaming this apartment building, and you're all at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Your goal is to what? Get out?
I want
Yeah.
to help all the people in here. Like I'm all
Yeah,
for
I
like a
think-
sweep of every floor and like
Oh, okay. You can see
I think we need a full mass escape, and the more people we have, also the better chances we individually
Right.
have of getting away. Um,
And if we
I
set
think
the
also-
ground floor on fire, it's gonna trap the thing up here and just burn its way
Yeah.
up, maybe even.
Yeah. Best you don't
I-
start any fires
Well, yeah.
Just yet,
until
at
you
the
get to the
moment.
bottom.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
I-
Otherwise, you're going up with it.
right.
I am curious how this thing would manage to get the amount of mass required to coat the entire sides of a 6-story building. Does this mean there are perhaps less troopers on the ground now? That did they use their own body
And maybe they're coming
materials for
together.
this?
I don't know.
Everyone, get your cast irons and follow us.
All right. So,
Heat
what
them up
is everyone
first.
doing to prep?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What's everyone
Professor.
doing to prep, right? Because as far as I know, the death wheelchair needs to be assembled. People need to be gathered on this floor.
I'm gathering people.
All right, you're
Yeah.
gathering.
I'm
people.
gathering people.
All right, that's a presence test.
Okay.
If I can help with that, I do well with presence. I get
Yeah,
minus.
you can
Nice, yeah.
also roll as well.
Okay.
Not only gathering people, but keeping control of them. That you can't have
Okay,
them totally
that's
go into
great.
a panic. That we got to
Right.
keep them.
All three of you roll presence tests.
Okay.
Jacoby, what are you doing?
He's
How are you
going.
doing to prep for this?
Yeah.
Whatever is happening.
As they're going in and getting people out, for
Yeah.
those that bail, he's going in. He's gonna do another grease check as he's going, but he's just turning on all their ovens
Yeah.
and just
Oh my
setting them,
God.
like getting the lighting ready.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Daryl.
Well, I guess I'm gonna stick with Bobby and try and help him get the wheelchair of death set up. Getting the flamethrower and then grabbing all of his whiskey. I just assume he has a liquor cabinet that is all bourbon.
Of
And
course.
just grabbing a few bottles of that and his lighter.
It's literally 5 feet away from the gun racks. It's like
You have to pass it on your way to the gun racks.
Okay. Sorry, I made a mistake. Professor Randall, roll stability.
Oh yes,
Yes.
that's actually not a bad one.
And Daryl,
Oh yeah,
give me a
21.
presence.
21
Nice.
for actual good roll. I think I found my dice for the rest of the night.
Great.
16?
16. Okay. A montage of you putting like metal plates on the wheelchair and it's strapping a flamethrower onto it.
I strapped 2 cast iron skillets to the outside of the wheels like a
Yes.
Aren't they gonna hit every time he goes?
Yeah.
Like,
No, you saw it with the welder's tools. Yeah,
with the flamethrower.
Okay, you make the death wheelchair. Woo! Fuck yeah. You turn on the ovens, Jacoby, and collect the extra bacon grease. All right, wonderful. Annie, what did you roll? And Imogen, what did you roll?
I rolled an 18.
18. Okay, great.
Ooh.
12.
12. Wonderful. Why don't you roll a D4 plus 2.
All of us, or just me?
Just you.
Okay. 5.
5. You find 5 other people who are scared out of their minds, and Professor Randall, you calm them down with your because you are a source of rationality in these irrational times.
Waving your sword cane about, Matt.
Waving the sword cane, big blisters all over his face.
You need to calm down. Stay calm.
Things seem scary, but
There's these inhuman screams that rise from the lower floors. You've gathered your posse. What are you doing?
I think we're out of time, friends.
At this point, there's no electricity.
We have to get out
That
of
was
here.
coming. Yep.
Damn, how do we get this wheelchair down then?
It's so heavy.
It's literally 800 pounds.
Yeah.
Do you think
Maybe we can make like a ramp or something.
Yeah.
If only we would have got bigger wheels.
Yeah. Is this the top floor we're on right now?
This is the
Right
top
here?
floor.
Okay. I've got a dumb idea.
Oh, no.
Jacoby's gonna go up to the elevator and he's gonna put those things of bacon grease in it.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to basically set a lighter down lit on it, and then he's going to try and saw off the cable for it so that
Fire?
it goes
Oh.
down, hits the ground floor. I will now set a fire on the ground floor, but if they're all
As
down
you're
there,
in the
with all the
but we're
gas
all-
on?
Well,
with
but
all the
again,
gas on,
down at the base of it.
aren't you
Mhm.
heading
All
towards
right,
the base to
Daryl.
escape?
All right, Daryl. I see. When Daryl disapproves of the plan, Jacoby stops and goes, "No, you're right. You're right. It's too much. It's too much."
I love the spirit though. It's just I was thinking we could use the elevator and maybe lower old Bobby down. But
Well,
you can
we're
turn
not
it
gonna
into a
do that
possum and
without
trap
power?
us up here.
If we could do that without power, that'd be great.
Could we just grab the cables and lower him?
Yeah. So you're gonna send him down alone.
I like that.
Yeah, with a flamethrower, like got half the U.S. Army's worth of guns.
So who's the strong people that are lowering? I think Daryl. Are you strong?
I would say I'm
Okay.
about a 1 in strength.
Likewise. We give each other a
since you
weak
have
predator
a lot
handshake.
of you have a lot of people that you've recruited. You have 5 people.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So they could help lower the elevator.
that
but
sounds good.
an elevator is
I like that.
really heavy.
Very
Yeah.
heavy, yeah.
It's probably easier than taking the stairs. And if we've got not strong
Oh.
people that want to take the stairs,
I have a dumber idea.
dumber than mine? Impossible.
Jacoby, you take your lighter and bacon grease on out of there, but we're gonna cut the cord to make the elevator drop. And then I happen to install this hook on the back of Bobby's chair.
Yes, you
So
can do
we're
that.
just gonna dangle his wheelchair alone to torch every floor.
You know what? That's great. Let's leave the bacon grease. I just won't set it on fire now. Then we'll prep for later. Hell yeah.
You,
What
you
a
did
plan.
you did build a seatbelt in the wheelchair, correct?
What's that?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Hold tight, Bobby.
You mean ammo belt? And then there's like ammo belts.
That's the
one. Okay. So I'm just gonna say Bobby's now a backup character. So
Oh, what if we then grease up the cable so that folks can slide down it for 6
Okay, now
floors?
6 floors.
Oh.
I can go down 6 floors. And I don't want to land in the bacon
Is
grease.
that the plan? Because these inhuman sounds are getting closer
Closer.
to the 6th floor.
We gotta get him down somehow. So who,
Anybody got a better idea?
So you're gonna drop the
Yeah,
elevator.
down the stairs.
Yes.
yeah, let's drop the elevator
Okay.
with the grease, and then Jacoby will start going down the stairs and clearing the path. because we need people to be able to get down the stairs still.
Okay.
As much as I love the bacon grease idea, I feel like they'll be falling into fire.
I would say that the workman who lived next door, he has a hacksaw, so you could definitely saw the elevator. And you could definitely use it to lower a death wheelchair, and shoot a flamethrower on every stop of the floor. Yeah. Yep. This is a sentence.
I like it.
Mm.
Just like the ding of the elevator, the doors open, just like fire, just ding, it closes, it goes down.
No.
But like I said, there is something coming up the stairs, and that is immediate.
Yeah,
What do you all
Jacoby
do?
will go confront that. That'll
Anyone
be his
helping
start.
Jacoby?
I'll help Jacoby.
I think
Casper and I.
Randall. Yeah. Oh, everyone is. Okay, yeah, I'm in too. I'm grabbing a shotgun from Bobby's collection.
Wonderful.
Bobby, looks like it's you and me again against the world.
And the 5 other people that are on this floor.
Yes.
Let's be real. It was always us.
Yes,
All right, so you're gonna start hacksawing the elevator. That's a strength.
okay.
Jesus.
That is 17.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll cut away as the rest of the group makes their way down, armed with all sorts of weaponry, and coming up the stairs is you can see it like past, because you can see through the elevator shaft, like the winding stairs that go around it. There's this hulking shape that begins to move its way up. It's making that inhuman sound.
Let's see what this Tommy gun does.
Tommy gun, go,
Yeah.
Burr. All right. Why don't you go ahead and roll a d6 to see who goes first?
Hey, I believe you.
Yeah, you're on floor 3 right now.
Okay, 5. That's good.
5, that's
Alright.
good.
Stuff.
The investigators go first.
All right, then I'm just gonna open up with a Tommy gun. That makes
Okay.
sense to me. Just
Yeah, this
Gotta,
thing
gotta,
looks like
gotta,
a
gotta.
giant cockroach or a giant lobster. It's surrounded by this ooze
Ooh,
as you get a better look.
I don't love that. But I will spend an omen to succeed.
All right,
If
and
it's
because
still
it's the
just a 12,
first
yeah.
fight, it's the first
Yep,
attack in the round. You
Yep,
does max.
15 damage.
Wonderful. Yeah, with 15 damage, you light this thing up.
He's
It's
got
gonna
the
roll.
distant look like he's done this in war before.
Oh.
You start looking off in the distance while you're shooting.
So yes, as it starts to make its way up the stairs, you are almost disassociating as you're holding down the trigger of this Tommy gun. It's going to the carapace of this creature. It does 15 damage. It's still up.
Oh yeah.
It's still up.
Take a shot, Imogen.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at it. 15.
15. All right, deal your damage.
All right, revolver's D8 plus 1. 7.
Okay,
Ooh, good shot.
great with a 7. It starts to chitter. You can see its face hole open up where its beak opens. That's not good because it's still alive. It continues to make its way up like this juggernaut.
Hurry,
I like-
Professor, hurry!
I like the idea of with the winding staircase that we're not totally in each other's way
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps I'll take a shot before Annie and Jasper. We'll throw everything at this thing, and if we can't beat it, then we did our best. He says as his shot miserably fails.
Aw.
Not a fumble, but it is a miss.
Let's
so.
say you would have hit, right? You
Yeah.
would have hit, but the elevator goes screeching down and it blocks the shot. And there's a big impact. And everyone, I would say, would now give me an agility roll to not fall down on your
Oh
feet.
yes.
Especially as the tidal wave of bacon grease comes shooting up.
It's so slippery.
Jacoby dug his own grave with this
Yes.
one. He fails.
Okay, so you
Oh,
get
no.
knocked around because of the impact.
Jasper falls down, but Annie's up.
Okay, wonderful. I'll need Jasper to test for morale.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bye,
no.
Jasper.
No.
Not a
Did
chance.
you get a 1 or a fail?
No, a 4.
Oh, okay. Jasper's like, game over, man! Game over! and he starts running down, running. Actually, he tries to go out a window.
Where are you gonna go, Jasper?
And he gets stuck, and he's
careful,
like,
Jasper.
ah! He gets stuck in the ooze.
Just step
So
walk
help
past
him.
him.
his outer body is stuck outside. His inner body's stuck inside.
Oh.
So
That's
like
nice.
we just see his legs kicking.
Yeah, you do.
Just Winnie the Pooh and
Yeah,
out
that's
the window.
exactly what it was. Oh, Bob.
You can hear his muffled screams from outside.
Oh no, Jasper. Do I push him out or pull him in?
Pull him in. Pull him
Pull
in.
him in. Yeah.
If you'd like to use your action for that, sure.
Oh,
But
gosh. Yeah.
this lobster cockroach thing is coming.
Okay. Well, if he seems okay for now, I'm gonna shoot the lobster, the rock lobster.
Okay.
I think I have the elephant gun. I think in Horace's
Yeah.
memory, he's still alive. He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine.
It's fine.
So I'm grabbing the elephant gun.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna spend an omen
Okay.
and use a different. I don't. Okay. That is a because it's a +4. It's still a fail
Fail.
because I fail by 1. I can't.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, I could use
all right.
another omen, I guess, but
So you start blasting away with the elephant
In there.
gun.
yeah.
Yeah, you definitely since you were knocked around by the elevator collapsing, maybe that throws off your shot and it goes
Yeah.
wide. It blows a hole in the wall.
I think I'm still thinking about Jasper.
Jasper's feet are kicking. It knocks her gun off.
I miss him. I will say that it is now this thing's turn, and it starts to make its way up, and it's got this giant chitinous claw, and it's just gonna reach towards Professor Randall.
Oh.
Give me a dodge roll.
Okay. It's agility 13.
13. That's good. That's great. But did you fall?
No, I did not.
All right, because if you
He
fell,
stayed up.
that's gonna make it more difficult. So
Yeah,
that's
so-
good. That's good.
He
So
stayed.
it almost like straight up bisects you with the claw, as its claw goes into the wall and it gets ripped out. And I'm gonna say, as it rips out its claw, it takes someone else from the other
no.
room, and they're screaming, and they get bisected.
That guy chose the wrong time to take a shower.
It has 2 claws, so it gets to go
Oh.
again. I'm gonna roll a d4, and we'll just see who it is. 1, 2. Oh, that's Randall again.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sorry. All right,
That's
give me
all
a
good,
give me a
though.
dodge.
Okay,
Who's
yeah, I'm
hates
switching to a different
academia?
dice. Yep. 14.
Oh,
I got
another
you. I am
dodge. You
Yep.
go out of the way. You
I saved it for when it's needed most.
wonderful, wonderful. So you duck as it just launches its claw again, and it would have just pasted your skull just like that, and it pulls back. It doesn't pull anyone else from the wall. I would
Jasper's
love,
not seeming so crazy now.
I would love for someone to roll a d6 to see
I got this one.
who goes
Go.
first.
I did terribly last time.
6.
6 investigators. Woo! All right, Daryl or whoever would like to go. You finished hacksawing the elevator down.
Yeah.
So now grabbing the elevator cable.
Bobby
there's
goes,
that-
hook me up. Hook me up. Send me in,
Yeah.
boss.
I'm gonna tie a knot around the very plot convenient hook I installed right
Of course.
at the back of the chair, just in case. And yeah.
Bobby gives you a nod.
All right. And I push him.
You push it. All right, give me a strength roll, please.
Oh God.
Omen.
Oh, no.
That's more like it. How will a 17 do you?
Okay, so you just hold tight and you begin to lower down the wheelchair to the right to the right level.
So
Right as
yeah,
the
now I'm
Valkyrie
just
starts playing.
hand over hand, just like lowering him down.
All right, wonderful. I love that. Love that. Who would like to go next?
He's kind of taken a tumble down the stairs, but he's holding onto this Tommy gun as it's just kind of kicking, and he's trying to bring it back down at
Okay,
this thing.
love
Uh,
that.
yeah,
Jacoby, no.
nice. Yeah, I'm trying. Oh, a 13 will do it, I believe. Yes.
Okay, why don't you roll damage? Oh, did you
Uh,
fall?
I did fall.
It's going to increase the test by +2.
Okay, that is still good because I do
Okay.
have a -1
Yeah, works.
with guns, so a 13 will cut it, and I'm going to spend an omen just to do max damage again.
All right,
So
great.
15 more.
You turn this thing into a fisherman's platter as you're yelling, and you empty in the entire clip
Yeah.
into the this lobster monster.
Tick,
Yeah,
tick,
you
tick,
cry.
tick,
You
tick,
start
tick, tick, tick.
crying.
Yeah. His stability is not great to begin with, so
Uh,
yeah.
and this thing is just absolutely done. It's clogging up the stairwell. Uh, I would say, but you still hear those inhumane sounds. There's more
No.
in this apartment complex.
If the lobster roach is clogging up the stairwell,
Yep.
could that be the time when Bobby comes down through the elevator?
you definitely
There's
see
the
Bobby.
ding. He torches it. It explodes all over everyone. And the doors close again.
My eyes.
Oh, he can shoot through the cage. It's like a cage elevator. So you can it's not
Oh
there's
yeah.
no wall.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Uh, I think Annie's going to try and pull Jasper out of the window if she can.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Probably
you can
suffocating.
definitely do that. Give me a strength roll. If you fail, bad stuff is gonna happen.
Fail, fail, fail.
That's a 12.
Oh, that's a success. All right, so you pull him
Yeah.
out. Jasper is a blubbering mess. He's gone catatonic.
Great.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's
I'm sorry,
okay.
boss.
We'll get you out of here. You don't have to do anything. I can't pay you, but we can.
Let me die.
We'll get
then.
you out.
No. No. All right,
This is
wonderful.
against your contract, unfortunately, but
Oh my god.
It's-
All right, so what's going on? You're holding Jasper. So Daryl, you're holding on to Bobby. If you let go, he's going to fall and hurt himself really bad. The 5 civilians are still up there. I think some of them are helping you hold. They have no idea
Yeah.
what this crazy plan is. And you're on the 3rd floor. You're halfway down. And there's more of those inhumane moans and sounds from what you now know to be those lobster cockroach things.
We need to find a way to sneak past them and try to avoid another engagement if possible.
Yeah,
Can we go outside the building? Can we just drop down from the balconies if we cut a hole in the thing?
Well, that's the thing, right? It's like
Jasper,
enveloped
yeah.
this building.
Jasper, get a hold of yourself. He slaps Jasper. Sorry, Annie. Jasper, get a hold of
Oh!
yourself. What did you see out there? How thick was the stuff around the balcony? Can we do a drop?
I saw outside. Could give me a stability roll.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can try. Shockingly, this is the moment where Jacoby clues in with a roll of 18 down to 16. It's like, Jasper, you got to get your shit together, my man.
Lock
You need
in.
to tell lock in right now, and you tell us What does it look like outside?
Just this apartment building's covered, and other people tried to get out through the windows, but they're being whipped around with pseudopods by the ooze. It's everywhere.
Have you
Okay,
been reading, Jasper? That's a really good word.
I learned it by listening to you, boss.
Wow. You
Okay,
think
maybe-
you'll be
difference.
prepared for when your boys grow up, but
Still
Never
can't pay you
ready.
though.
Yeah.
still can't be, still breach a contract. But
Oof.
I don't know what are you guys thinking? It feels like we're just gonna have to fight our way down. I don't think we should go outside if there's
Or we can do like the
But-
professor said and try to sneak our way through this.
it's
Yeah,
possible.
you know
Wow.
that this apartment building, it's an older one. Floors made of wood.
Dumb question.
Mm-hmm.
This goo stuff is everywhere.
Yeah.
Could we maybe like disguise ourselves with it? I don't
It's
know.
certainly going to burn.
It burns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know
As
what
the-
would insulate yourself from that?
baby oil.
Bacon grease.
Oh no!
Nice thick layer.
I mean, I was thinking if we could go
Bobby
through the
yells up,
floor,
"Give me
but-
something to kill."
Bobby, just wait for a minute. You're getting there.
Listen here, soldier. I've waited my whole life for this.
I think
As
we need
he's
to just
going
try to
down.
sneak by.
As he's just hanging from the wheelchair.
I think we just need to try to sneak
yeah.
by.
What
We have to try.
I hate to say it. Let's split up, gang. I'll back up Bobby. You guys go ahead, but I love the
Okay.
idea of sneaking. I think that's
That's-
great.
Okay.
I will take a presence roll to think of stuff.
At some point, we do need to extricate Bobby from that death trap in the elevator. As useful as it's been.
Yeah, someone will need to be down there with Bobby.
I got a flat 12 on a presence
Hits.
roll.
I'll give it to you. So as you've seen before, it's an old building. There's
Right.
wooden like flooring,
Mm.
and I would say you even notice that there's a fire axe
Mm.
on one of the walls. You could potentially just chop your way down.
Chop our way down.
There's no fire
dig straight
extinguishers,
down.
but there's an axe on every floor.
Right beside the complimentary
Funny
liquor
logic.
cabinet.
Yeah. No, I think that's good. I just think somebody is gonna have to back up Bobby.
That's
Well, then
right.
go.
Bobby,
Back
you,
up
you-
Bobby,
You don't know if
Jacoby.
Bobby
Doing it.
can take all of the mythos threats
I
by
mean,
himself.
Am I gonna let him go first with the flamethrower? Yes, but someone needs to be there.
Make sure he
Shooting.
knows you're on the other side of the door.
Well, that's why I'm gonna be on the curve behind as he.
Yeah, it's a cage, so you can
Yeah.
Oh
see
yeah,
through
of
it,
course
yeah.
you can see through.
if we're getting out of here,
And in
should
theory, the
somebody-
cage will protect him a bit.
if we're getting out of here, then shouldn't somebody go back up and tell Daryl
I got
and
it
the
covered.
other five?
Daryl, let's go.
I got it covered.
What is he
Daryl, if
doing
you
up
are
there?
going to, I will let you play two characters if you're going to keep holding Bobby. I'll let you play as Bobby.
I am down for this. Daryl already knows how he's going to get down, and it's very stupid. I'm very excited.
All right, so you get to play as Bobby, Bobby Horn.
All right, what's my presence to roll for flamethrower?
I don't know. It's +5. Let's give him a +5. He's got a 0 agility, 0 strength, 2 toughness, and 0 stability. That sound good? Great.
God bless America.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Actually, I'll give him a -1 to strength. He's
Okay.
wheelchair bound, can't help. And you are dangling from on a wheelchair that's hooked up to a suspension cable that's being held by the village idiot.
Just like that fortune teller said.
Wonderful. So you're splitting up.
So, yeah.
So Annie, Randall, and Imogen, they're like making their way down some
Yes.
other way while Bobby and Jacoby are going down the stairs. They're taking the hard way. All right.
Yes.
For omens, roll a d4. Daryl +1.
4 total.
Oh. Time to max damage rolls on flamethrower. Forever.
Just like the fortune teller said.
So, what's the plan here for Annie, Randall, and Imogen?
I'm not sure. Do we want to hack our way down or do we want to sneak our way down or try to sneak our way down and then hack our way down when that inevitably doesn't work?
Perhaps we'll sneak. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Annie.
That's okay. I mean, I think I don't like the consequences of failing a sneak.
Sure.
I feel like the balcony might be a okay option if we could get out, if we can get fire.
It sounded like your boy had some terrible stories from out there.
You could definitely go out the balcony. It'll just be a different type of challenge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And perhaps the axe would allow us to cut through the
can at
covering
least-
around the building.
We could at least
Yeah, you
take a
can use
look.
the axe to take out walls, take
Oh,
out
yeah.
floors.
All right. Let's
And-
start with the balcony, see how that goes.
If you are concerned about sound, I don't think that's an issue if there's going to be machine gun fire and flamethrower going off.
Why? From what I've heard from you, as you've said, if these creatures share some kind of telepathic bond, is it possible that this goo covering the building is part of that? Perhaps as soon as we begin hacking our way out, it will inform the other elements of it exactly where we are.
I don't know. I don't know
We
if
made-
this is all of them together. I don't know if I don't know.
We may need to just take our chances, I guess.
I think we have to.
All right, so if you want to start hacking at this, balcony
were we at,
door.
Go
we
into
were
the
at the
balcony
third
to
floor?
get out the balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, all right.
Are we just breaking into a random apartment and going through it to the balcony?
I think that's fine. If anyone's
There's
there,
a
we can take
hole
them
in
with us.
there's a hole in the wall where that person
Yes.
got taken.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, true.
So yeah, we'll
Yeah,
go through that
the-
way to the balcony, hack our way free of the
Perfect.
goo, and then drop down to the next floor, and then
Yeah. I would say the hole that the lobster thing made, goes to an interior apartment, but you can definitely go to an exterior knock on the door or something.
okay.
All right, so you go over, and the door is locked to this outside apartment. And what do you do?
Hacking at it.
All right, as you hears Johnny the door, you hear "Jumpin' Jesus," and you can see through the hole that there's like 3 guys just playing poker.
What did playing poker?
We're trying to wait this out.
Come with us if you want to live.
Give me a stability.
Stability. Hell yeah.
Nice.
18.
They go, well, okay, I got nothing better to do. And they take up their cast iron.
Gentlemen, I suggest you finish your game at another time.
What's going on
Come.
Um,
with this city?
Going to hell. Let's go.
Okay. So you've entered the apartment building. The door to the balcony, it opens outward, but it's covered in goo on the outside.
Okay.
Hack away at it. Yeah.
All right, you're gonna start axing in a
Shit.
question.
As she hacks at it, I'm gonna tear a strip of cloth from my professor's overcoat and try to use that bottle of bourbon from earlier to make a Molotov to throw at it. And I'll...
All right, so if you throw the Molotov, it's going to set fire to the apartment.
Yeah, it is. If we cut through to the balcony, it might be possible that I'm wondering if she cuts through and we can throw it on the goo from the outside. If it
Oh,
would
yeah.
spread up
We're gonna
that.
cook everyone in this building.
Yes,
Can
that's
we-
also true.
Can
There's people on
we
the
That
top
could
floor.
be.
can we get
Okay, I
make
won't
a
light it. I
torch?
won't light it.
Can you wrap your overcoat, the cloth around a piece of wood,
Yes.
and make a torch to go through?
There's lots
More
of
controlled
splinters
burn.
around.
A controlled burn.
Controlled burn. Great thinking, Annie. Let's see if we can do that. And the professor will run on back to the other destroyed apartment and scavenge some 2x4 perhaps.
Okay, you're gonna find some fire making items, correct? All right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's gonna be a let's call it a presence or a stability roll if we're all gonna
Okay.
search.
Stability, that's no problem here. With modifiers 12 on the dot.
Wonderful.
So
So
close.
you find what you need, and I would
Okay.
say that I think you're about to start hearing machine gun fire as we switch to Jacoby and Bobby being lowered down the elevator shaft. So Jacoby, I imagine like you're ready. You got the
Oh yeah.
war paint on. You got the Tommy
Just like
gun.
back in the trenches.
That's right.
Side
Oh
note, little
no.
asterisk. It was not like back in the
Yeah,
trenches.
yeah,
It
exactly.
was not like this at all. You hear more of those inhuman wails, the chitinous chittering. What are you doing? As you're making your way down the stairs, you're along the second floor now, and
Daryl.
through the shaft you see the smashed elevator that's just been pancaked on the floor, and you see these shapes on the bottom floor.
And we came in via the second floor, right?
Yeah.
Daryl, shoot down. We're just gonna go out a window, buddy.
Oh, you mean Bobby?
Bobby, Daryl, do it. Just hold
What?
Daryl. Daryl, stop. Wait, damn it.
All right, roll
Damn it.
I
d6.
dropped
Bobby. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
no.
Yeah. Damn it. Well, that would also
Oh,
accomplish it.
keep in mind if you do go out the second floor, how is the wheelchair gonna
Oh, the
navigate the
wheelchair's not
rooftops?
coming through.
Oh, yes.
That thing's
Okay.
not making it to those tunnels. Are you kidding me?
That's true. We can just
Thing weighs a
carry
ton.
Bobby.
Yeah, I got a 5.
You got a 5.
Yeah.
All right, so that means the investigators go first. So Bobby, you're free to open up on these lobster things.
I don't think I have any other choice, truly. Get some! Get some!
You're using the flamethrower?
Of course.
All right.
So that's a 14 on the die plus 5, 19
Do you
for
want to
on the
spend
presence
do you
roll.
want do you want to
Yeah.
spend do you want to spend an omen for max damage?
I have more than one omen remaining, so yes, I shall spend an omen for max damage.
I'm pretty sure that's just straight up like what, 24?
25.
25 damage.
25?
And it's on
Jesus.
fire.
You straight up like burn up one of these things to death. One go. As the force of the flamethrower kind of pushes back the wheelchair that's swinging like a pendulum in the elevator shaft. What the? Jacoby, what would you like to do? It looks like there's some more coming up the stairs.
Okay, yeah, in that case, he's just gonna start gunning down because he needs to get to that second floor
Yeah,
elevator opening so that he can get Bobby out in
yeah.
a minute.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's just moving his way down and hopefully gunning correctly. Let's see. That is a 12, and I do have a
Okay,
minus
yes.
1, so that should be fine.
Yeah.
I am gonna be selfish and save my last omen to save my life.
Okay.
Call up the fray. This is how you save a life. 13 total. No,
All
that
right.
can't be right. Oh, it is
Oh,
right.
oh,
Yeah, 13.
13 damage total.
Yep.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
No.
So you begin to pepper another of these giant lobsters, and it screeches and it starts to move its way up the stairs.
Oh, no, you
And at
don't.
this point, it is going to be its turn, where it is going to try and claw at you, Jacoby, twice.
Yeah, that's
So
a
why don't
bummer.
you give me a dodge twice?
I would love to. I will
Joey.
note my outfit does give me minuses, but
Uh-oh.
it doesn't matter when you
Oh,
roll a
no,
nat
bad.
20.
That's
Oh,
right.
damn.
Since you rolled a nat 20, you're a defender, so you can either make a free attack, gain a -4 DR on defense test until their next turn, or something else.
He's going for the free attack.
All right,
He's
let's see it.
just- He's backing up. Come on. God, I love this Tommy gun as I get an 18.
Okay,
And
roll
this
damage.
time he'll spend the omen because he
Oh, for
thinks he's
Max?
gonna yeah.
Yeah,
So
finish it off.
15 total on that.
Holy shit. So as this thing charges up the stairs, you kind of almost like boxing like a boxer. You weave like a boxer as it like swings at you, and then you get up right up close to its face and you just empty the clip into its face. And you get ooze everywhere. It starts to shudder and undulate. You can see its rippling translucent flesh underneath that chitin, and it is dead right in front of you. But there is, like I said, one more.
I thought you smelled bad on the every side.
But we're gonna go back to the montage of Randall, Annie, and Imogen as they make their fire starting equipment.
Because Imogen's been hacking. Annie and the professor have
Yep.
the board. Maybe if it's on fire, we'll try to burn the edges of the ooze to try and burn away a hole through it. Maybe.
Yeah. So Imogen, did I ask for a strength roll yet?
No, not yet.
All right. The DR is gonna be lower because Randall and Annie are holding the fire up the ooze.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is an 11.
An
Is the
11.
DR lower?
Yeah, it is. The DR is 10.
Okay.
So you basically start hacking apart this ooze. It starts to like regenerate around, but because of that fire, it's holding it in place. And it makes maybe about a 2 foot diameter hole if you want to
Yep.
climb through.
Yes.
And that leaves, and you climb through one by one, and that leaves you on the 3rd floor. The 3 poker players, they are also out on the balcony, and that's when one of them screams and notices a pseudopod coming out of the wall, trying to slash and whip and grab at people. So at this point, we're all going to join initiative
Nice.
as you're outside. So someone roll a d6 to see if the bad guys go first or if the
I
investigators
did the
go
last
first.
one actually, so yeah.
Remember, you want a 4 to 6.
A 6.
Yay.
Woo! Investigators go first. All right. So what would we like to do? Because there's this mass of ooze that's covering the outside of the building. You're on the outside. You feel the wind rushing on the face. It is lightly raining.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cold, and there's at least, I would say, maybe 3 pseudopods that are coming out of the building that are trying to reach for this new prey, this new flesh.
Where are they coming from? Above, below, same floor?
I would say the same floor. They're just coming out of the walls.
Then I think I just want to like make a rush for the ground. So like start going
Okay,
down to the
yeah,
next
you can
floor,
definitely
going
do
down to the
that.
next floor.
Give me an agility roll. It's a little harder. I'm gonna say it's a 14 because it's
Sure.
raining out.
Okay, I will spend an omen to lower the DR by 4, so it's
Okay.
a 10, and I'm at 11, 12 with the.
Wonderful. So you go over the balcony railing and you kind of shimmy your way down. You're now on the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, these pseudopods, they're popping up more and more along the outside of this building. Who's next?
I'm following behind.
Okay.
And yeah, following behind.
Wonderful. Give me an agility roll.
19.
19. You make it look good. As you go
I trained
over.
at the circus. I don't know if you know.
Circus, of course. And last but not least, Randall.
Oh yeah. I think I was tempted to stay, and you know what? I see now in the rain that my torch is fizzling out. It's not going to give us much more help probably against these things, so I think I better just follow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go after them. I still have the shotgun. Well, how many shots did I fire? I fired one before, so I still have a shot. So you know what? Let's just try following them first.
All right.
And full on fumble. It's a 1.
Oh, okay. So you fumbled. I'm gonna say it gets to just like, yeah, I think one of the pseudopods is just gonna grab you as you try to like go out, and it doesn't grab you by the arms or by the torso or anything like that. It's gonna get messy. It's gonna get complicated because it's grabbed
Oh.
you by your shins, and you're upside down now, flailing, hanging. So we're gonna find out what's gonna happen there. But back to the elevator shaft. You feel that movement again. Bobby, you see your next target. It's making its way up the stairs. You still got plenty of fuel left.
With a glint in my eye, I'm gonna let loose with the flamethrower again. That is a 13 on the die plus 5 presence, so 18. And I'm gonna spend
Hot
another
damn.
omen for max damage again.
Okay, you just killed this one again. Man,
2 more left.
that's right.
Oh, there are 2 more left still.
No, 2 more omens left.
Oh, 2 more
Yeah,
omens.
it
Okay.
looks like the way down is clear to the lobby. You still hear a little more, but like none of these
Oh.
monsters, they're not coming up the stairs.
Is the lobby on fire at this point, or are we still cool?
Yeah, it's on fire.
Probably a little
Okay,
bit.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I'll go up to that second story one, and you'll see he like pulls out well, he's just trying to open it. Does the gate like have the
Yeah, you'll
mechanism
have
you can
to
pop and do?
wrench it open because let's say there was a little damage.
Yeah,
Because it's a
yeah.
little melty, it's
Yes.
a little
Got
crushed.
flamethrower? Yeah, that makes sense.
Give me a strength roll
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
grip onto this with your bare hands. It's hurting.
Ah, ow! It is an 8.
An 8.
I think a 9 total, but that's not enough.
Yeah, perhaps you overestimate
Ah.
how difficult it is. You grip onto the hot metal, so just take 1 damage.
Ah, ah. Can I argue for thick clothing?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
0.
That will, yeah. So he's having to do the like the sleeve thing because I like that idea. As he touched it, went, oh no.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful.
I'm gonna get you out of there, Bobby.
What are you talking about? Get me to the damn floor.
It's on fire, Bobby.
It's never stopped me before. What are you, a pansy or a soldier?
This explains why you're in the wheelchair.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but yes.
We
You son of a bitch.
He doesn't have feet because they're just seared off.
Okay. Well, luckily for you, we'll go to the next round where it is the monster's turn. Randall, you're hanging upside down by the shins. It's gonna attempt to slam you across into the brick building, into the ooze. So why don't you give me an agility roll to kind of negate that damage?
Yeah, okay, sounds good. I would, if I had any strength to argue with at all, that I'd say, oh, he grabs onto like a railing or something, but I have nothing of that either. So,
Well, it depends on how well you roll.
okay, so I rolled another natural 1.
No.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna use that last omen to re-roll if you're okay with that.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Reroll,
Yeah.
reroll.
Re-roll, switching out the dice here
From
for the
worst
100th time.
to natural 21st.
Oh, what's that?
No, go for it.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, a fail. It's a 10, but it's not a 1. So
Okay, it's a fail. All right, so you
Yeah.
do get like kind of smushed
yeah.
as you're catapulted into the wall at full force. This pseudopod just kind of smashes you against the wall. You kind of you go into shock. Your head starts ringing from the impact. Take 5.
Okay, so that is full HP. He only has 5.
Roll for heavy armor or whatever armor you have.
None.
None. Then
None.
at this point you break, and that's a
Yep.
roll.
Yeah,
So
totally.
damage and breaking. Make a stability roll.
Okay.
If you're close enough to me, you get a -1 DR.
Yeah, I would allow that. Make a
Okay.
DR 11.
DR 11. It's an 18 and plus
Oh,
3.
okay.
So yep, 21.
Um,
Thank you, Imogen.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say.
Unless it would be better if I was dead.
Okay, so you survive, but then this is what it looks like. You're going to disappear from like this encounter, and what
Yeah,
that means is you get slammed into the wall, and then like it drops you down into the darkness below. And
Yeah.
that's all we hear from you for now.
Okay.
So it absolutely looks like that this man died, but we didn't see a body. Real viewers know. And we've got 3 more of these pseudopods. They're going to attack some of the people, the poker players. So 2 of the poker players gets grabbed. Another one attempts to jump and gets grabbed in midair.
It called his bluff.
So they're screaming. At this point, everyone who's out of combat is like out of range. So let's zoom in at Jacoby and Bobby and Daryl, of course, on the 6th floor. At this point, smoke is starting to fill up the elevator shaft.
Mhm.
Bobby, I'd love for you to make me a strength roll.
Okay.
Come on, Bobby, together we can do it, maybe.
-1 in. So that's an 18 on the die, 17 for the strength roll.
All right, you're good. You know, you didn't survive a
Goddamn
great
right.
war just to die here. So yeah, you hold on tight. And Jacoby, I'd love for you to make me a strength roll as well to open up this elevator shaft.
Come on, you son of a gun. There we go. 16 total.
All right,
Yes,
it gives. And the wheelchair kind of swings out onto the ground. Daryl, you feel that slack.
We got him, Daryl.
Bobby, you
Get-
got him?
Get everybody down here. Maybe knock on a few doors too. People are still here. What is wrong with them? You just hear this up the stairs.
That's okay, because I'm too busy having a terrific idea. I am going to, Daryl is going to use my starting equipment of handcuffs that Tiffany Bloodshrike Williams, wonderfully nice lady, amazing lemon cake, told me to hang on to her handcuffs for a second as she was escaping police. I'm going to put them on over the cable of the elevator and then zip line down to the 2nd floor.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely do that with an agility. Try not to kill yourself.
That I have a -2 in.
Oh no.
Omen.
Oatman.
You running low there, huh?
Maybe. Allegedly. Okay. Would a 15 do it?
Yep, 15 would do it, and you
Hell yeah.
fucking slide down an elevator shaft cable, and you manage not to give yourself whiplash or just break your neck. And the 5 people up there are kind of looking in astonishment, like down the elevator shaft, like, "Are we supposed to do that?"
Come on, follow me.
No, the stairs work. The stairs work.
And then they all go down the stairs.
So then as I like kind of smash into the back of the fuel tanks on the back of Bobby's wheelchair of death, be like, oh, I'm so glad that worked. And I'm going to undo the cable that was tied to the hook. And that's when Jacoby realizes I handcuffed myself when I was making my way down the zip line. All right, give me a gun.
Yeah, there's plenty of guns in the arsenal that is the wheelchair.
Pull a revolver out.
There's an elephant gun.
I don't think I can be handcuffed and shoot an elephant gun.
I think you're probably right there.
You're at this point you're out of submachine gun ammo, but there is an elephant gun.
Yeah. Well, and he's still got his shotgun. So come on, we got to get to that window we came in here.
And then Bobby's like, "Give me Betsy."
All right, here's Betsy. Let's go talk
I will
with
say,
Douglas.
whoever's carrying Bobby, and if he does manage to fire that elephant gun,
yeah, let's go. Right.
it's gonna be comical. That's all I'm saying. So
Okay.
those of you outside, you want to do anything to help? Otherwise, you might just be on lookout.
So I'm sorry, are you asking those of us
Yeah, those on the
outside?
outside. Yep.
Yeah, okay. I feel like I'm still working my way down to the ground, though.
Yeah.
We're only on the second floor, right?
Yes, and you're also on the same level as the rooftops, should you wish to jump off.
Yeah, I think it's time to jump off and
Okay. And you're easily able to get to the rooftop from that
okay.
balcony. You see Randall, he's kind of broken and shattered.
Randall.
He's still alive though.
Just like
Imogen.
thumbs up hanging in the wind.
Honey.
It looks like a car has caught his fall. And he definitely looks like he needs help. Randall is at half hit points with a permanent -1 to 2 abilities of their choice.
Oh, that's going to be strength and agility. The arthritis is going to be kicking in after this.
So Annie and Imogen, you do see that.
Yeah, okay. Once we hit the rooftop, I'll try to be, getting down to go run to Randall, I guess.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. All right. What about you, Annie? Are you doing anything in particular?
Nothing specific. I think I was thinking the same thing.
All right, so you're just gonna get to ground level.
Right.
TM.
Yes.
All right.
And I think Jasper probably at this point is making a run for it. I'm imagining.
Yeah, I
Now that we're
imagine
out.
so.
Yeah.
He's running.
Go find Horace.
Don't forget to return your laptop.
He does not look back. I will say let's focus on those inside. How are you going to get outside? Because now this apartment building is on fire. It's rapidly filling with thick smoke.
I think let's go back to Douglas's thing, right, Daryl Bobby?
Yeah,
Who's
Douglas's
Douglas?
apartment.
Yeah. That's how we came in. Let's get to that other rooftop and
Great point.
book it.
I've
Okay.
already forgotten who Douglas is, so sure.
He's the nice person that we tried
It's
to
been a
convince
busy
to
day.
leave. Really has.
All
never
right,
know
so
where you're
if
gonna end up.
you get to Douglas's apartment, if you're trying to go out the balcony, you can see that a thick ooze has covered it. How are you going to deal with that? All right, done. So you. Oh wait,
We're not going to be able
flamethrower is
to
attached to the wheelchair.
Yeah, we could
Unless you-
probably get the wheelchair here, right?
Yeah, you can get the
But
wheelchair. I'll allow that.
let's while Daryl and Bobby, I don't know what the hell you two are gonna do if you're gonna jump for it, but I'm gonna turn to the wheelchair, spin it so it's turned inside, and basically jam the trigger on. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's gonna use the rest of its fuel to set this place on fire.
You hear Douglas say, "My mortgage."
Douglas, you're still here? What the? He's just sitting on the couch. What the hell?
He's rapidly like packing his suitcases. So now that you've burned a hole through the wall, you can see the rain from outside. You can see freedom. You're welcome to make this jump. Whoever's carrying Bobby needs to make an agility roll.
Okay. So, I have another very stupid idea. But
Oh, boy.
as Jacoby's getting ready to kind of set the flamethrower on autopilot, Bobby is going to take his ammo belt, because seat belts are for communists, and like use it to strap himself to Daryl's back, and also is like, wait, and grabs this cherry wooden box out from under the seat of the wheelchair and kind of tucks it into his coat.
Okay.
And he's like, all right, son, now I've always wanted to try this, and I feel like this may be my last night alive. I need you to jump, and then I'm going to shoot the elephant gun under us to give us the boost we need.
Okay. Yeah, I'll lower the DR for that one. Give me an agility roll. I hope you know this is happening in slow motion.
Omen.
Oh no.
Yes.
This guy invented the double jump.
Yes, I double jump with a 16 on the die, so it's 14.
So you obviously you fail. You trip over the top of the railing, and as you're somersaulting through the air, that's when the elephant gun fires and rights you on your feet. In slow motion, of course. So those of you on the ground, you're seeing this. Yeah. That's
I'm
what happened.
invincible.
Yeah.
Most of it.
Jacoby, how are you getting out? You can go
That's
down from the rooftops. You're not being strapped on. To anything,
exactly
so-
it. He watches them do that, and then he just gets on the thing and goes, oh, and jumps to the other building, the rooftop.
Yeah. I will say roll a d20, someone, just for luck.
I'm not touching it.
Let's say,
That is a 10.
Okay, that's a 10. That's okay. So that means no one gets out. No of the bystanders get out.
We told him to take the stairs down to the lobby, but not go out the second floor doors.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. What's important is the player characters are out. I will say there is one last stretch. How are you getting through the barricade, through the quarantine
Oh,
zone?
I feel like I've unlocked the double jump, so Bobby and I can make it over.
just gonna jump over the barricade.
Or we could go back the way we came.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go back through the
there's that.
tunnels.
Yeah, yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, sure. You have those
I-
Irish folks waiting for you, Jacoby.
I am relieved to see you made it, Bobby, but
Good
I do have a
God.
quick question for you. You brought the heart medicine, right?
The what?
The heart medicine.
No, I took my dose for the day.
Yeah,
But
Bobby
the
took
rest
his
of it-
dose.
The rest of the bottle is up there.
How is
Okay,
Professor
then.
Randall going to be moving? You have definitely broken a leg.
Very slowly. He's
Is anyone
using
helping Randall?
Yeah, I'll help the professor. I'll give him the old like thing under. Come on, professor. I've seen people worse off than you make it through. And he turns to the other two like,
So if you'd like, you can definitely run back to the scrapyard and escape. And all the while, there's this burning apartment building, the shuddering ooze, and these red lights that appear all over the west side of the Union Vale. Eventually, you make it back underground.
it's nice and cool down
What
here.
happens now?
I feel
like that.
safe.
I nominate we go back to the bar, have
And
a
have a
nice
drink.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
knock 2 times.
3 times. Shut up.
Two
Get out of here.
So you get to the hatch, and you knock
3 times.
3 times. You don't get brained. Bosco, he opens it up and says, "Huh, didn't think you made it."
Well,
Yeah, nobody's sick over there.
He's clutching onto his spiked baseball bat.
have you seen Horace and Jasper?
uh, yeah, they're having a drink at the bar.
Oh, wonderful.
But
Oh.
how about a round from me? Cheers. All right. So I think definitely Natalia, she shows up at the speakeasy as well. Gives a great big hug to her father. I'm so glad you're okay, Dad. And you all share a drink and celebrate. The next morning,
Uh-oh.
there is no sign of a quarantine zone. But the only evidence that is left is that there's missing people and an apartment has burned down. And I think that's where we're gonna call it as you all get your payout.
Yeah. We're rich. Or
Yeah. So what's the epilogue look like? What is life like after the events of the quarantine?
I'm going to
The
plant a
old-
nice garden where that apartment building was.
Okay.
I carry a lot of guilt about that, so.
That's all right. Maybe that makes you is an inspiring drive to be a Cthulhu Mythos investigator.
Sure.
All right. Who else?
I think Annie. Oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think Annie is actually going to train in earnest to train to be in the circus. I don't think she's actually going to join the circus, but she's going to train for it
All right.
and renegotiate the contracts with Jasper and Horace.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah,
Equal contribution to 401k.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wonderful.
yeah.
Raise the morale.
Add in training as well, so they can be part of the circus training if they
There
want.
you go. Randall, you're obviously recovering from your broken leg.
Yes, I think it's time for me to announce my retirement from the field of teaching, and perhaps I will I think he takes a few months off.
Wonderful. Tragic. What about Jacoby?
Jacoby ends up rooming with Bobby, I think. He's found a kindred spirit. I forget what level he was, a captain. He's found a captain that he can work with. So that's how his life has improved. He has a couch to sleep on. But I can't imagine that Bobby doesn't include him in more and more dangerous, ridiculous plans.
Of course. And a little epilogue for Bobby is oh, go ahead.
Oh, I've got an epilogue for Bobby too. And Jacoby, I hate to tell you, but you don't have a couch to sleep on, but a
No.
bunk bed.
No.
As Daryl
Oh, yeah.
falls top bunk and is now Bobby's personal assistant. Is the sun rises and shows the next day as Daryl is in clown makeup dancing around at a kid's birthday party.
What's
As
happening?
Bobby is wheeling himself out, Natalie's little boy's little son, he pulls out that this heavy cherry wooden box and pushes it over and says, "My grandson, Curtis Bell, this is for you," and opens the box on a massive revolver to this 5-year-old
This is
kid,
incredible.
just like the fortune teller said.
Wow. I this is stupid. All right, we're the show's over. Show's over. Go home. We're done with RPG Reanimators. It's alive. Thank you for watching Cthork Borg.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out the RPG Reanimators podcast for horror scenario reviews, interviews, gaming discussions, and more.